Yo, yo, yo.
First of all,
it's Felipe's Garage, at Felipe's Garage. If you're not
IG.
following us, hey, after the events that have taken place over the past few weeks,
follow
if you're
us.
not following us, if you're not following me at CookBook the PR,
Don't plug yourself.
no, man.
Bro.
After taking
Fall
chicken
back,
to
bro.
the face,
Okay, all right.
I deserve all the follow, man.
How long? Are we
I should get all the follow,
How
man.
long are we gonna live in that moment?
Let me tell you something. Let me
what?
tell you about my album, man. I got this album coming out called Jason Soto Was Here. It's hot as hell, bro. It is hot as fucking
What would be
crispy
really
chicken
hotter is
right out
if
the
you,
grill.
If you give 5 stars to Felipe's Garage,
Okay.
you subscribe, you download it
That
everywhere you
too.
listen. Give us feedback at Felipe'sGarage@gmail.com.
Yep.
I'm drinking the Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rate
Now,
us, review us.
we have a
subscribe.
guest.
Yes, we do.
Hi.
We have one of the greatest rappers of all time in the
Wow.
house with us today.
Wow. Wow, dude.
goat status.
Hey, yo, all the mechanics make some noise for my man Eligh in the house.
Oh,
Right now.
yeah.
Bang your wrenches together.
The mechanics, that's dope.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, man. They in the house.
Crow
And
family meet the mechanics. Mechanics meet the Crow. I'm in both.
Crow
actually.
family.
Yeah.
I'm a mechanic and
Murs
I'm
is
a
in
member of the Crow
both.
family.
I'm going to be in both, man. I'm going to give you like 50 cents a month.
Oh, I love it, dude.
You know what
It
I'm
adds
saying?
up over time, bro.
Yeah, it does, bro.
Crows and mechanics go together.
I got homies that
Crocanics.
support you, man.
Crocanics.
The Crocanics.
Crocanics.
So yeah, if you're a crow,
Crocanics.
you can come over and become a mechanic. All you gotta do is subscribe.
And vice versa, man.
We don't have a Patreon yet, so it's just free on iTunes or whatever.
Yes.
Go back and listen to our old episodes. We talk about Eli's album a little bit.
We do. We talk about Eligh a lot at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. See
We talk
that?
shit about Eligh.
Oh, see? You got to listen to that. Go back, Felipe's
That's
Garage,
not true,
guys.
man. I paid you. I think we kind of jocked him, actually, the first few episodes.
Yeah, we played Submental on one of our
We played
episodes.
Submental, bro.
Oh.
And then another one, we played Melancholy Manuscript.
Yep.
Mentally freebasing?
Mentally free
That
We
way
played
down.
that. Mentally freebasing off these
Yeah, maybe that's the
brainwaves.
first. We start
Hey,
there.
We broke that down,
as a
bro.
14-year-old kid.
You were mentally freebasing off these brainwaves,
How did
bro.
you come up with that?
I know, bro.
Submental. Mentally free
Submental,
based
bro.
off these brainwaves.
And I'm pretty sure I came up with that. I think it
I'm
was me.
sure.
It sounds like a
There's
line
no
that you
black
would come
people on
up
earth that were thinking that. Right there, for sure. Scarab's half a white boy, but not that much. Like he's like,
Not like
he
that.
was not.
He ain't like that.
He's not.
Nah.
Well, I mean, dude,
It's because he was submental, bro.
I was pulling words from places that didn't make sense. Like I didn't really, maybe I didn't know what I was saying all the way.
I'm not
But it
gonna lie to
sounded
you.
good as
Yeah, it
Submental?
sounded
What does
super-
that mean? I
I'm
don't
not
even know
gonna
what
lie,
that
I don't know what that is. I never heard that word before that song.
I feel like
Submental, bro.
Submental, you know?
I feel like it was like a
in the
term that
mental,
they
it's
thought
all-
was okay to use for people with autism, like in the '60s.
This child is submental.
This child is submental.
Sounds a lot better than retarded, bro.
Oh,
I tell you.
man.
Yeah, it was like the
So-
step
You have a
up, like,
submental
and we finally
child?
got now.
He's getting all the help he needs. He's submental.
You don't even try to understand.
on the floor. Well, he's submental. Just gotta let
You
it
just
go,
changed
bro.
the whole
I'm so
thing.
glad
What is he
evolved.
doing in the corner right now? Oh, don't worry. He's just mentally freebasing off some brainwaves.
He doesn't
It's all
speak
good.
But
yet.
see, no,
I
that
know
was
he's
Eli bringing
10.
positivity
Yeah.
to it. Like people think people are submental, but that's really when you're getting higher.
Yeah.
You're on a higher mental plane, but to regular people, you seem like you're on a lower
It
mental
was an
plane.
excuse not to talk a lot.
That's
what
it.
it was. Why are you so quiet? I'm submental,
I'm just
motherfucker. Don't worry
submental,
about it.
Ah,
I don't need to speak to get my point across.
That's it. Until that beat kicks in, right? And
Yeah.
you let
Then I
him
have a
know,
lot
right?
to say.
and then my voice had not changed yet.
And you
either.
come in, Eli.
Oh
Yeah,
my
how
god,
did your voice
that's
get
so
so deep from
embarrassing.
early?
I know, dude.
You know
got
what?
a deep ass voice.
All I remember is being in junior high and coming to the first day of school and then sitting in the class and everybody's like reading the names out and all my friends are answering, here. I'm like, damn, all you guys' voices changed. Eli, here.
I was
It's
kind of like
still-
that too, though, dude. It took a
Dude.
while.
It took a while.
I didn't notice how deep your voice was until you and me did a song. You remember that song "Wonderful Taste" that we did?
Yeah.
And I sing on the hook, and then you sang like an octave lower than me, and you sent me the vocals. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I soloed it out. He's like, "It's a wonderful." I was like, "I can't even go that low, dude." Your
Yeah,
shit
it came
really-
late.
That
Came
was like
late.
a submental track, bro. I was listening to it like, damn, I almost couldn't hear it. It was so sub. I had to really freebase off some brainwaves to get to that one.
See, this is what he does. He'll beat a fucking dead
He'll
horse.
beat it.
Like
Hey, man. Hey,
repetition.
That's why they love him.
that's
That's
why
what-
they love me,
that's
man.
why they
That's
love
why they love me,
They
bro.
For the culture of love and the love
I
of the
do
culture.
it for the love of the culture and the culture of love, bro.
Man, so Eligh has been. How long have you been rapping, bro?
Your whole life.
14. Okay, I've been since I was 14.
Is it 14?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
No, you were right before
No, I
because
was
you
before
guys were
that.
rapping at 32nd Street.
I would say 13 years old.
So why?
Out
so
loud.
why, as a white American child, did your mother put you in a school with a
Yeah.
bunch of hard-headed kids in the middle, hard-headed black and brown kids in South Central?
I guess because it was a performing arts school,
Yeah,
magnet school,
magnet school.
and there was no magnet schools in Echo Park or in that area. And she knew I was like, she knew I loved to draw, write, do all these things, and she wanted to send me to a school like that.
That's dope.
Maybe submentally, she wanted me to be
shit.
involved with.
Who's beating it now, Murs?
He's
He has a
I
right.
was trying to integrate it.
No,
in
but
a
and,
he has a
every,
right to
and every
use it,
week he
though.
just comes with something like this boy like, who's beating it now, Murs?
Who's beating it now, man?
Like,
sometimes you
what?
beat it, and sometimes you don't,
That
man.
sounds
No.
very
What's wrong with that?
sexual. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you beat
Can
the
we just
horse,
have a-
right?
a-
What? That's what you said. That's what you said. You said
But the horse is dead, though. That's what he's saying.
But
That's
and
even
then-
iller.
and
Like-
then he has like he has this
Necro.
tone. He knows what he's
Necro.
doing, bro.
Horsephilia.
And I apologize to
Horsephilia.
everybody. Like, as everyone knows, and rapper and people like, I posted something on my Facebook. I did a breakdown on the underground rap bury itself, and then someone this never has left me. Someone commented, the underground rap was buried the day Murs kissed a man. Like,
Oh, come on.
people
man.
don't let that down. So I'm very far from homophobic. But this dude, every week, bro, he says something, but it's his tone, man.
What tone, bro? What did I say was so bad? He said, you beat the
Sometimes
dead
you
horse.
gotta
I said,
beat
look,
it.
who's beating
Sometimes
it
you
now?
gotta beat
Who's
it.
beating it now,
Who's
Murs?
beating it now? I didn't
come
say it
on,
like
bro.
that.
Yes, you did, bro. Play it back.
Who's beating it now, Murs?
That's what you
Yeah,
said.
now, if you said it like that, whatever. But sorry, now that I have a third party, and he felt it too. Like,
It was
he
funny,
brings
man.
a vibe.
He would-
He
nah,
does it
you
on
wouldn't-
purpose.
hey,
It's
yo.
like that dude that like does this
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you or like touches your boob. Like he does that.
Hey,
like,
why you
stop,
doing that,
stop.
bro? What's wrong with
Like,
you, bro?
hey.
You got a problem.
Like, I'm like, hey.
Why you touching me, Murs? You got a problem, man. What's wrong with you, bro? You killed hip hop, bro. Kissing men, bro.
Yeah, I killed it.
What's wrong
my
with you,
own
man?
lip, my own. I
You
killed
said you
hip hop
killed
with my
the
two
whole
lips.
thing.
Hey, yo,
It
this
was
ain't
you.
no bromance,
I buried
bro.
underground hip hop with
You killed,
my two
you
lips.
killed hip
It
hop,
was
bro.
you, bro. You did it.
You killed hip hop. Now we
Anyway.
know the truth.
So your mom
Okay.
sent you to school with a bunch of black kids because she was a backup singer for Angela Davis or some shit?
Shit. Minnie Riperton.
She in a
Yeah,
singing group with her?
I really would love for you to ask her why. Because I never asked her why. Why did you send me to that
Why
school?
you send a perfectly good white boy to school with these?
You ruined the perfectly good
No,
white
but let me
boy.
tell you, like this is like they'll say it's like USC adjacent. This shit is
Yeah.
in Hooverhood. Like
Yeah,
it's
nah,
like
it is.
it's in the hood. 32nd Street is in the hood. And then he went to school with one of the most notorious Crips from East Side Hustler Crip. That's never coming home. I don't think this dude is
so.
ever coming home from jail.
I don't think so.
Who?
I've heard
Can you
stories.
say the name?
No, I'm not saying his
Okay,
name. No.
okay.
I heard a story from your cousin that this dude was like, first time he met this
Basic?
dude. Yeah.
Okay.
He came in the house.
Well,
First-
there it is.
Well, it's not him.
Is that- but so, like this dude came in the house. First time he met him, he was in South Central at somebody's house, and dude came in running, sweating, laughing, with a gun in his hand, like ah. He's like, "What happened, man?" He's like, "Oh man, I was walking down the alley, and no disrespect to Eddie Bloods, this is just a story.
Just a story.
But he's like,
Just a story.
So he's a Crip, and the derogatory term for Bloods is slob. So he's like, so this dude is such a Crip. He's like, yo. Yeah, man, I was walking through the alley, and they didn't see me, and these dudes from the other side came over, and I heard them talking, and they was like, slob, 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 slob.
Oh my god!
So I just started busting on. I hit like two of them. Like these dude had just like probably murdered someone and was laughing about it. And this is like high school. He's supposed to be in the 9th grade when he's doing this.
Oh man!
Like your cousin gave him a ride somewhere one day, and he reached over him and shot at the people in the car next to him. Like,
Oh, shit.
I don't even know
this
that
is the
story.
kid
Yo.
that your mother, children like he wasn't the only child like that at 32nd Street.
No, but he was the one I remember the most.
But he was the craziest. But that's who you were in school with.
Like
Like
he was the smallest.
yeah,
That's crazy.
What makes your mother? I guess you know she's like
I
my
didn't
mom.
tell her
like,
about
my
it.
mom,
I didn't
my
tell
mom
her.
was like not aware of like how bad gang violence because they're like, oh, there might be a rumble, someone gets hit with a brick
A
or
rumble.
stabbed. Yeah, like they didn't have any idea.
She just thought it was the outsiders, and
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
what my mom thought. Like when she hears some of the stories,
outsiders
or she's
do it
like,
for
what happened to
Johnny.
such and such? Oh, like oh he got shot, or oh he's doing life.
Shot.
Like what? He
Yeah.
probably was playing basketball. He just got Oreos. Like I'm like, yeah, mom. Like it was
because
like
it's
that.
it was only visible to the young people in the neighborhood, really.
Yeah.
And she was working and doing her thing and working hard.
Single mom.
She didn't see it. She wasn't in her face like that, right?
Did your sister, did Schoolie Fish go there too? Schoolie Fish.
My sister went there, and
good guy. She didn't marry a black guy though.
no, she married a
nice
half
Caucasian
Indian guy.
Half Indian.
Oh, good.
Shout
Yeah,
out
she
to
made good
Muds.
choices.
Yeah. She did. He's a great guy.
Hey, yo,
He's a great guy.
Hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but another white boy who got ruined at 32nd Street Magnet.
Who?
Your boy Will Dog from Ozo Motley.
He went there?
Yeah, he went there. I had
What?
him on the podcast before too. Yeah, he went there.
He went to 32nd Street.
Yeah.
And he's our age too.
No, he's older.
He's older. He's
okay,
older.
he was there before.
And then
Yeah,
Justin
yeah.
Paray went to Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's so weird.
Damn,
dude.
I wanted to go to Hamilton so bad, and I thought for sure my parents would let me go to Music Academy, bro. They were like, hell no. I tried my hardest. Come on, music, guys.
They didn't want you to go to public
Hell
school.
no. They wanted to keep me locked
This,
down, bro.
this is what happens.
See?
This is what happens when you shelter your children.
That's what happens,
Cookbook
bro.
is what happens.
This is what happens. I go around and freaking say things that you say are questionable. I get slapped with chicken, and I become a motherfucking
And
celebrity,
you
bro.
quit Jesus.
Hey, yo.
Ultimately, their whole thing was to keep you pure, and
And-
then you quit Jesus at the end of
And
it
now
all.
I'm an
when did you
Instagram influencer, straight up, bro. I got the love of the people.
But do you have a swipe it up?
You motherfucker! How dare you bring that up, bro? God, I want that swipe up.
If you
so
accept
bad.
Jesus Christ back into your
Nah,
heart,
they ain't. They don't want me back.
Swipe all the way up.
yeah,
Swipe up. I can swipe
you can
all the
swipe up. I said a swipe up.
Oh, I want that swipe up. Somebody gonna swipe it with me. Hey, yo, let me tell you something about church, bro. Church is ridiculous, bro. I seen a picture on Instagram of this church in South Carolina, and it said, "Hey, the big grand opening this weekend of their new baptismal." It was a
water
motherfucking
slide.
water slide. It's a motherfucking
fun.
water
Like a
slide.
big one. Hey, no shit. I was like, yo, I might want to get
I kind
baptized
of wanted to
again.
get saved.
So
I'm not
tight.
gonna lie,
Yeah.
that shit was kind of
I
lit,
was like,
bro.
their marketing is working.
Yo,
Hey, yo, but if like Christianity is like a business, if God is up there like, oh shit, all right, they got the marketing.
They gotta
plan down.
market it down, bro.
Like they're going to special. Yo, wait, why did I
all the
send
way
you to
up.
hell? Oh, he did something that like a couple weeks ago that I said he was going to hell for.
Which
And I said,
was?
the dude
What?
that he did it to, if that dude learns to forgive Cookbook for what he did to
I
him,
might make it back to heaven.
that guy's gonna. This guy's a Christian rapper that's OG Christian rapper that's already going to heaven. But if he does that, he's gonna get a thug mansion next to Tupac. And then when the Cookbook finally gets to heaven, this guy's gonna come up. Soup, the guy he played a joke on, the horrible joke to play on a Christian. Soup is gonna come out. And he's gonna kick Cookbook in the nuts, and then Tupac is gonna get behind Cookbook
And
on
push
all
him over.
fours, and Super's gonna push him over,
And I'm gonna fall
and then
into hell.
Cookbook's gonna fall over Tupac straight into hell.
So I just get to see heaven for like 2 minutes and then off
You're
to
like,
hell.
yeah, psh, no.
And last thing you'll see is Tupac like throwing a West Side while you fall.
Like from above, right?
Yeah.
Looking down in a well.
Tupac's looking down on you.
West
It's like West Side.
Bye-bye.
Bye, motherfucker.
Swipe down, motherfucker.
You swipe down. Swipe down, motherfucker. Swipe down. I want that swipe up.
That should be a cartoon, man.
You guys think
Somebody
you're
draw
so
that.
funny because you all got that good swipe up, man. Just because I don't have it yet, man.
I'm telling you, man, go back to the church.
Nah, that ain't gonna help
That's
me,
worth
bro.
at least 10,000 followers.
You think listen,
if you
man?
put Christian
you wanna-
rapper in your bio, that's 10,000 followers.
Hey,
That's
you want to
1,000
talk about
followers
a
for each
good?
letter.
You want to talk about a good marketing plan?
Yeah.
Christians love a good comeback. If
That's
I
what
came,
I'm saying.
If I came back, I just go do propagandist podcast. Say, hey man, I just want to repent of my sins, bro. I don't even have to be sincere. I could sell it.
That's what I always said.
Maybe
man.
I
If
shouldn't
if
have told on a
didn't- if
podcast. I just ruined my next
ruined it,
rap
bro.
career.
Man,
My next
fucking
You laid
the
it
guy
out.
that-
Christian rap career, man.
Fucking L. Ron Hubbard said the best thing to do is to create a religion. He did it. And people
He did it.
Yeah, like
It's still
you can say
around,
that.
bro.
I always say that too. If I didn't have a heart, I would be a Christian rapper.
Damn, yo, you told me that. You're like, what's wrong with you? It's
If
like
you
wrestling.
didn't have a heart,
Yeah, like if I didn't have a heart, like I would just pretend to be a Christian
Oh,
rapper. Because there's so
gotcha.
much money in it, and you don't have to worry about beef.
no
You don't have
beef.
to, like,
it's all love.
If you, and then it's easier, like a little bit easier to stay married because you know everyone's watching everything you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
like if you try to cheat, like it's like Yeah.
I've heard stories, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you have to be a real, like, you have to try. You know what I mean? Like, there are a bunch of people around you at every show trying to keep you doing the right
That's
thing.
true, man.
More so than
Accountability,
not.
bro.
But if you're at a regular rapper, there's no one usually that gives a fuck about your wife. Like,
No one to check you.
That's what
No
Merch
one's
used
to
to
check
tell me,
you.
man. He used to get mad at me, bro. He used to be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I
you
don't
should
get
be the
it. All
biggest
these motherfuckers
Christian
like, I'm
rapper
not a
ever."
Christian rapper.
And he goes, "Who cares if you don't believe it anymore, man? It's a gimmick. It's like WWE, bro. Just
Oh
do
my
your
God.
job.
do your
I
fucking
was like,
job,
damn,
man.
bro.
Love the Lord.
Do
and
your
get on with
fucking
life.
job, bro.
Hey, man, yeah, don't be a real person and be true to your heart and what you're
No.
feeling. Fuck all that.
Who does that in rap except for us broke ass underground rappers?
Yeah,
That's
exactly the
problem.
point.
You're right, bro. Damn it, I fucked it up,
You
man.
should be swiping up, man.
Swiping
What are you
up,
doing?
yeah.
I don't think the church really wants me to be up in
Hey,
there
Eligh,
swiping
we have a
up.
guest here.
Yeah, I
Eligh,
know.
what is your spirituality? What is your spiritual path?
What's your spirit animal? Let's start with your spirit animal.
Oh, you know what that is.
I know.
Crow. Spirit animal is the crow.
Hell yeah, man.
The spirit animal is the crow.
The spirit animal is the crow. The crow. The almighty
Flappy
crow.
flap.
But are you like a Buddhist? Or are you...
No, I am of no religion, but I consider myself a very spiritual guy for sure.
I like that, man.
Like very open. I believe in God, so to speak,
So
but
to
it's not some, I don't believe in some man sitting above us,
Yeah.
judging, throwing. I just believe in being able to speak to the universe and the universe hearing you, type
Yeah.
of shit.
Energy, bro.
Energy.
Vibes.
It's all about energy.
I know. I
Yeah.
agree.
Energy.
What about you, Merce?
What am I?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Me
Yeah.
neither anymore.
It's a good answer.
I
don't
think
really
it's
fucking
okay.
know.
I think it takes even more faith to just say, I don't know, man, and I'm open to discover new things.
Exactly.
I believe in a higher power.
Exactly.
And I love hip hop with all my heart.
So hip hop.
God,
You from Church of Hip Hop, KRS-One, bro.
Yeah, soon. As soon as I figure out how to get
KRS-One.
into Temple of Hip Hop.
What's up with Temple of Hip Hop? Let's just all join that.
I'm down.
Might
I'm
as
down
well.
with
I put
that.
I
so
think
many
we're
years
already
into
in
this
it
shit.
in a way. I know.
Eli's been so we were trying to figure out the age. So maybe 12 you've been rapping since?
Shit.
Yes.
That
So by the
sounds
time
about
you were
right.
14, you were like my favorite
You were
rapper.
fucking good, bro. Why were you so good so young, man?
I don't
What the
know
fuck,
what-
Like
bro?
I tell him all
I
the
don't-
time, like I remember his verses from like he doesn't remember.
Bro,
No, he
dude,
know-
I'm
he's
not
a-
kidding. You listen to some of our earlier episodes when we were jocking you. This dude was spitting the whole verse. I would just be waiting for him to finish the verse. Just killing the whole
You can't stop it.
verse,
You
man.
can't stop it.
Every time he brings up verses, I'm like, how do you
I still
remember these
dude,
verses?
I still
dude?
remember like when you guys. I don't know if you guys kicked me out of the room or what it was. I feel like you were on. What street did you live on? Sherborne or Shenandoah?
Sherborne.
Sherborne.
Yeah,
And
on
that
Pico and
apartment-
Sherborne.
Yeah, and you had the
Dog.
wolf dog. Or maybe I had to leave and you guys started recording.
Ooh, scaring me?
Yeah, because we have just bought your three. Eligh tricked me when we were younger.
What?
Because he'd be like, hey, man, can you go and just go pick up the tape and bring it back to me? So I take the blue bus past your house to Martin's and then take the blue bus back to then bring you the tape. So then I brought him, that worked on me once, I think. And then I brought him the tape to I saw Break It Dawn.
Oh,
And then you guys
God,
taped
I
over
loved
the
it.
B-side and they did a song called Bookworms.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, I don't know how we would do it. Like, were you playing an instrument off another radio
Yeah.
and then recording on another thing?
I had a
like,
boombox
The
with two
boombox, that
tape
old-
decks.
Yeah.
And it had a mic on it as well.
That's where everybody started. Yeah, I know
And I
that.
play the beat on one side, record on the other, mic, beat, and just be
one
just
take
tapping
and
into
just
the
do it.
And it
boombox.
was
Yeah.
him and Scarab. I forget Scarab's verse right now, but then Eligh. Scarab at the beginning, like you can imagine like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old going,
Yeah.
Fresh Prince, this is how you really rap. That's how it started.
That's how
That's
we
who you
started
talking
it.
to.
But
That's
then this
your-
fool, like his
Scarab,
verse, like
that was Scarab.
I'm overwhelming you again, exploding another fork in the road, not quite in spite of my overgrown bookworm brain. Stop complaining now. If you want to play the game, play straight. What am I? Chop liver, quite ignoring my mind before I grind you up into slivers. If and ever I endeavor a clever mind like mine, I know I'm dead meat. Like, what the fuck? Like, who's
I know.
waiting like that
I
at
know.
14
I
years
don't
old?
know.
I know who. Fucking Eligh, bro. The motherfucking
Did your mom make
crow.
you read a lot?
No. I'll never forget the time where my mom found out that I actually was writing raps and doing that. She had no idea until I put, there was a tape, VCR tape we made, a recording at school. It was the man that should be named unmentioned that we were just talking about. He was like the host, and he brought me and Scarab out of class, took us out of class, sat down outside, and was like, this is a kid who did Scarab, and this is Eligh, and they're just like, where are you guys from? I'll never forget this. I'm going to be real honest with you right now, right? Scarab was like, I'm from L.A., California, You can imagine a beardless Scarab with glasses. Remember when he wore glasses, dude? And then me with just like I had that
Did you have the dreads
cholo
already?
haircut that was shaved, but the bangs going like that.
Oh, you had that.
I had
look.
that shit going on.
Oh,
We had
shit.
matching outfits. Both had green,
I love it.
forest
already.
green sweatshirts from the Gap, jeans,
I love
matching,
it.
dude.
Matching.
And
I
then he
love
said, "Where you from, man?" I was like, "I'm from New York, straight from the sewer." Like, I said, why did I lie? I thought it was cooler to be from New York,
I was
dude.
just writing something about Das Effects, and I was like,
the sewer.
I was like, these guys were the coolest. I was like, why did I think a gas mask was so cool? Why did I think being in the
Dude,
sewer
they were
was
in the
so cool?
sewer, dude. And they were fucking riggedy piggity piggity in the sewers.
I'm from the sewer.
I told him I'm from New York, and I remember Scary was just kind of, I think his face, he was like, what are you talking about? And I remember the man that will not be mentioned had a picture of Das Effects taped to his sweatshirt. He loved him. He loved Das Effects.
Maybe you said it for him.
I said it for him. I was
Maybe
like, let me
so.
just, and then we acapella,
Uh-huh.
and it was the first rap I ever said out loud in front of anybody else. And then I played that tape. I
your
put it in
mom?
my room. I was like, Mom, go watch the tape. And she came out and she's like, what? She was really blown away by it. She was like, what the hell?
Whoa,
I had no
that's
idea
tight.
what you were doing. You were
What were
doing that.
saying? Were you already chopping it?
Yeah, I was already chopping
I
it.
think
man,
you were always chopping it, right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It just fed my spirit. Whatever it was about chopping, man.
I mean, I think that you guys have to like imagine. This is the early '90s. Black America in the in the circle we were in, like conscious Black America was so anti-white.
so anti.
Yeah.
Like his favorite album is Death Certificate, and all of it is about like killing white
Yeah.
people and burning
And
shit
Koreans
down,
and,
devils,
yeah,
and
everything.
like white
Yeah.
man is the
White,
devil.
the devil
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the
So
biggest
imagine
thing
where
right
his
there.
mind
You
is
remember
at.
that shit?
He's
Of
so it's
course,
not like
yeah.
it's not like some white rappers today that are completely oblivious to racism or reverse racism or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. If black people
Just
can't
the
be
tension.
racist,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like, he's not
Racism,
oblivious
period.
to the tension. He's like second, third generation. I don't know if you talk about your family and how involved in the Black Panther struggle and shit they've been. Like his family's truly down. It's the only white guy I know, still rapper. I'm to never, except for A$AP Rock, but I don't know him that well. To not ever say the N-word. Not around me. Now I told you the type of school he went to, the type of kids he grew up with. Never did he ever put that on a bad. Never did he have. Eligh never quote unquote talked black. Never like dressed like black or
Just been himself.
He's
the whole
always
time.
just been himself the whole time, but around more black people than I know any other white kid to ever been. Like if he wanted to tell a story of like, you know, he could have painted that picture, but he
Yeah.
didn't. But then, so being aware of all of this, he would step into a cipher in front of like grown ass black men, hyper aggressive, like,
Yeah.
and he was so fucking good
Yeah, what could you
that
say?
they would just be like, "Whoa,
I got
fuck."
nothing. I got nothing.
And like his hand would go up like this, and like.
Would he do the West Coast?
No, he had like his own thing.
No,
Like he
it
never,
did.
like,
It was
everyone,
on its
everyone
own.
else had
I
the
kinda
stupid
remember the-
rapper hand. Like
Yeah.
he had like a wrist. Like
Yeah, I remember the wrist
yeah.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
What is it like? Leaving you from a lie to the flick of my wrist and leaving you speechless. Breach your contract. Your styles are whack. And some of them seas are whack. Fortune
I
back
tell
back
you,
to
I
back.
do this all the time.
He's the reason I don't rap fast. Aside from like loving freestyle fellowship so much that I didn't want to ever like try to copy them. Like he was so good at it. Like
He's the reason I do rap fast sometimes.
did you
I mean, I
want
said
to be
that
Eli?
during the Jock Fest. I said that, man. I was like, I admitted, like,
Jock Fest.
in Log Cabin, I came with whatever style I had, but I was kind of like trying to be like you and
Radio,
Kamal. You and Kamal, you
yeah,
know?
wanted
radio,
to be him.
radio.
Kamal
was,
definitely
He came to me and he turned my. If I had a little thing on the back that winds you up,
Yeah.
he got me going on another level.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what if I could go back in time, I think that he's helped me. He made me not like your rapping.
yeah.
If
I
I could go
totally
back in
get
time
it.
and do anything now, I'm gonna think about
Why?
Because
he turned it up to another
He wasn't
level.
as good as this kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like,
and
but
then
he
I
was
felt like
cool.
there was.
I think he was older, so he was cooler than us. He had a car. Like I don't know what Eligh
Yeah.
saw in him, but I thought they were super cool. Like I thought
Yeah.
Malik,
I thought they
CS,
were all
and
cool as
Radio
fuck.
were
Yeah.
the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
And so
Me
he
too.
started telling them,
And we were a
nonsense.
part of something then. We
Yeah,
had like
it was
a
like,
crew.
and it was like a wizard of lower power trying to tell you how to cast your
my
spells. But
Right.
you look up to him because like he has a nice cloak and he's older. Like, oh, look at that
yeah,
culture.
but
He
you
had
were,
Look
dreads,
he was
at
he
coming
had-
in doper than him, and I think there was a little, you know.
Yeah, and I think as a male, I think I'm not saying Radio did it on purpose, but like conscious, like you got like men, like he tried to turn you down or turn you his way, like he was leading, but you were really
Well, he
leading
wanted
all
to
of
stay
us.
like the head,
Like,
the
I
head
always-
honcho.
As far as skill wise, like you were ahead of everyone. You were the better rapper.
Wow.
I knew that
For
from the moment
sure.
I got
Yeah,
in the
no,
group
for
with
sure.
you. Like,
Absolutely.
and I had no ego to it. But I think a lot of rappers have ego, so that was. I don't even think, like I said, I don't think consciously like Kamal like.
No, he wasn't trying to do anything like. He was like, He was just.
I think he was inspired.
I think so.
But remember how dope their Universal stuff was before we even met them.
No, they were super dope.
That's true.
But you were just better.
I don't know, man.
You were like the best rapper. At least in our age bracket, like there's LA Cool,
so.
There's Micah 9, like there's people
they were
that
another
were
level.
Like,
I mean, that's like
another level.
That was God level, but like
God
as far
level.
as non-God level rappers, you were the
demigod.
one.
You're a demigod. Yeah.
And I think like, yeah, man. I think it was just like if I could be like, yo, come on. Just
leave him alone.
If I go back at all time, I probably would not rap. I would like manage the whole thing, and I'd be like, "You get over there.
You get over
Universals there. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great."
Oh, I wish they would have kept
doing.
That
hurt Universals too when Kamal started like trying to pair off with you.
Yeah, a lot of songs.
It's true.
And I was like, "Yo, like you do your thing. We're gonna do the Gypsy thing. Like everybody keep doing your thing, and we're gonna be fine." But when like Kamal started teaming up with you, and then shit just got weird.
Yeah, he's talking about
got
metronome
weird,
and shit, all the little midgets and
metronome. Just because
how did
who?
There's an 11 minute song.
People doesn't mean it has to be a short
but
song.
people love that shit.
I wish he could run my fade. That dude always back down from. I still want to fight him for that shit.
Who? Kamal?
Kamal. Well, who said that at the beginning of the song?
No, that was Scarab.
That was Scarab.
Scarab
Oh, okay.
at
I
the
got that
beginning
off
of the
then.
song.
Me and Scarab had I got that off then.
Why? Why'd that make you mad?
Because it was directed at me.
What was directed at you?
Because I know.
Because it was so long.
I don't think Scarab was aware of why he.
I think someone told him.
Yeah,
to
they
say
told
that.
him to say it because they wanted his.
Yeah,
voice.
well, somebody told, but it was directed at me because I told motherfuckers not to do that song.
Because it was too long or what?
Yeah, I was like, this shit is whack. I was like, the fuck are we rapping about, man?
yeah.
That shit still makes me angry. I was like,
people on the
door, dropping your drawers. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, yo, you know what song I liked? And I kind of like on the low, like I wanted to be on was that Uniform song where you guys
my uniform.
My name is Gentle. Handicap, I have a mental. Handicap, I get my dental caps from a rental clinic. Closed caption, cataracts cabaret. During the day.
On the low, I had
That's
a verse
when I
for
called
that
Saga
already.
sodomist. Or
No, that's on.
You call him a sodomist?
That's on
What?
Melancholy Manuscript.
Whoa.
Saga sodomist solo silent night. Intermediate
Called
reader
him a sodomist? Yo.
And it took TS pointing it out to Saga for Saga to get mad. And then when Saga was mad, Saga was hot.
Wait, so
Saga-
you said that on purpose to diss him? Or
No,
you just made a
I
mistake?
didn't know
This
what
is
I
part
was.
of
Oh, he did it
grabbing
submental.
words.
I'm
He did it
grabbing
submental.
words, bro. I said sodomist sounds good, and I can flip
Sodomist
it.
soul is-
Doesn't that? I
Like-
thought it meant like you solder things, and you're like,
But that would be a solderist.
and like he's good with putting shit together, bro.
He is a sodomist.
Not
He's
putting
good with
things
shit
in little
together,
kids
bro.
or anything.
Sodomist soul.
Silent Night though. Silent Night and sodomist.
Yeah,
Like that's
Sodomist
not
soul,
good,
Silent
dude.
Night.
That's crazy, man.
Saga, I forgive me, bro.
But on the low, I had a verse for that Uniform song, man.
How'd it go?
I don't remember. Some
You
about...
what you?
I went to Denny's with Reginald Denny, some shit like that. I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
Because that was the whole little slash.
My name is Gentle Handicap. I'm trying to.
I don't remember what I said.
I have
Handicap.
3 deaf daughters and 1 blind son who listen to Def Leppard, Blind Melon, and Melancholy Gypsies. I'm currently serving a bit of time. For
There was a lot of shit like that.
Wait, no, is that Kamal's verse?
No, that
No,
was me.
I am Copium. I own a little kosher market on Pork Street where we sell opium and melted stork feet and baby bottles on a pull-through morphine waddles about. I'm a bounty hunter,
Yo.
county gunner, swine stunner from the government underground. A Mitromanicus Vatican spy.
Jesus,
I'm telling you, bro. Listen,
I live in
memory.
Europe. I distribute law cane syrup in horse stores for what can be free. A $3 fee. And I mean what I say. And I say what I mean on Clean Day. I clean up cleverly. I'm a janitor plant manager at Beverly.
Okay.
Clearly, I buy cooks. I write.
We
cooks,
gotta
I
get
cooks
these
with
tapes,
report,
man.
ignoring
Dude,
them completely. It's my
we
job.
gotta
As it
get
may
these
seem, I'm a
tapes.
daydreaming inside of your head in the middle of chemistry.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, I'll stop.
Listen.
How do you know that shit?
They can hear that shit on YouTube.
Yeah,
out
it's called
there.
Uniform.
Matter of fact, when we were talking about this shit, I didn't even know that I have a verse. It's on YouTube with you guys, and everybody's rapping, and then when my part comes in, it's only my ad lib. It's not even my verse, man.
Did you make a verse on Reckless?
Yes, I think
The
so.
Phenom?
I had a
Yes.
verse. I didn't even know.
Oh, I never forget making that. I mean, I took it to your house
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
that beat.
Yeah.
I was like, sample this and this
Yeah.
and this, and you did it, and I loved that beat. I was so hype on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, still one of my
Ah.
favorite beats.
Well, that was
That
one
was so
because
good.
obviously I didn't get on a lot of songs. I'm not heard about that. We can move on from that. But that was one beat that I was like, yo, I'm getting on this beat. That shit's hard as fuck, man.
Yeah, dude, that piano.
And guess what? On YouTube, it's just my ad-libs, man. What the
That's
fuck,
so
man?
funny.
And there's still the hidden song, man. It's out there.
How do we find those
Land of the
tapes,
Lost.
though, man? How do we find them?
Come on, man. You got to squash your beef with Kamal finally.
I don't
after all
have
these
beef with
years.
Kamal.
I've never had beef with
I don't have
anybody.
beef
Yo, you need to get off this competition shit with fucking Kamal.
Oh, my God. Please.
And then maybe we could get the tapes back.
Oh, man.
No,
So wait,
Kamal is doing good as far as I know. He's
Yeah.
got a dope-ass studio.
Really, I went to it.
You
It's
went to it?
Dope. Yeah, it's like a legit, like big,
Really
old
nice
school,
studio.
Like, drum rooms and piano rooms, and
dope,
vocal
dude.
booths and shit.
does he have kids and shit?
He doesn't have kids, does he?
I think, I don't think so, man. But he
Play-
got a
play-
bomb studio, though. I'll tell you that.
Shit, yeah, he's living the dream.
Yeah, man, it's dope. But yeah, I think he's the plug for that. I think we have
I think
to
he's the way.
hit him up, man.
I
All right,
wanna
it's
find
settled.
this.
You heard it right here, man. We're gonna try
We're going to find those tapes,
to
man.
find those tapes and mix it and put it out, bro.
What was I gonna ask?
At
I'm
least
gonna ask
listen
him more
to it.
questions. Fucking
Hey, what was Log Cabin Merce like, in your opinion? If you think back to Log Cabin Merce,
Young and volatile, I think.
volatile, red
Yeah.
dots.
Red dots. But I do remember that. I remember you. I remember the feeling of you kind of turning away because of that. What you just said. That's so funny because I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, you really did feel like that. You were like,
know
what
what
are you?
happened?
What's happening here?
it's crazy. I guess because he's here, I can tell this story. Eligh was originally in a group called Miscellaneous Minds with
Yeah.
a dude named Savant,
Yeah.
and we won't talk about the particulars of why that broke up.
Right.
But when they broke up, I still stayed friends with Savant.
Yeah.
Because Savant, like, he grew up in South Central next to my mom's cleaners. And shout out to Bowers and Sons Cleaners. My mom wants to have a commercial on here for Bowers and Sons Cleaners.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
wanted
she
to
wants to sponsor the
She
podcast.
sure did. My mom loves me.
We can do it.
So, yeah, if you
Give
have
her that free
Central
plug
and
for
Adams,
this.
2509 South Central Avenue.
Yeah.
They pick up and deliver.
Oh, yeah.
213-749-3237. Bowers and Sons Cleaners. They care enough to add a personal touch. Okay.
Very nice.
Your
So-
mom's had that cleaners for a long time.
Yeah, it's been in my family
Yeah.
for 68 years.
That's
Wow.
dope. I'm sorry, but go on. Finish
Holy
your story.
shit.
But
So, Savant.
so Savant grew up in that area, so we had that connection. And also, like, my mom was kicking me out, and his parents, I think his mom was in jail. Both his parents were in jail. He was living with the family in Eagle Rock that was nice enough to take him in. He had the whole basement to himself, so he was like the first adult we kind of knew.
Right.
But he was still like a very street-wise dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe we have to bleep out his name, but like, this is the dude who showed me my first AK.
Yeah,
and,
me
like,
too.
Yeah.
Shit.
So like, I was like, yo. When I had to go live with him for a couple days with my mom, she says I left on my own will, whatever. When I ran away from home, I stayed with him, and I played him some of the Log Cabin shit, and he had
Yeah.
this song Virtual Reality with me and Neo Sapien.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that song.
And it was
yeah.
like shitting, and he was like, "Why does this white boy think he could talk shit about?"
Oh,
black
I
people?"
remember that
And he's like,
verse.
"What?" And he looked at me. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "You're from where I'm from, like."
I don't remember
all
that.
this
song.
I
space-
do.
he
I
was like-
do. Let
he was
the
like-
shall provide. He made like a whole
that's
Bible,
right.
like a
That's right.
pastor
And me,
type.
he was the beloved patron of us. We never allow hip hop to taint our beloved hip hop, our G-funk songs. Blah blah blah.
Oh, right,
But
right,
he
right,
was
right.
We all
like-
gather at Roscoe's and our blah blah blah.
He was like that. That was like the epitome of like the ideal of the underground versus like trendy rap or whatever.
Yeah, we were on the
but
cutting edge of
he
that
was
shit.
the wrong dude to be
Yeah,
saying
he
that.
didn't have.
Wrong dude.
And I was,
And
I
we
was,
told him though. I remember having a talk with him and being like, "Dog, you can't. We're not putting this verse on, man. Like it's great writing, whatever. But you're
and
not
I wasn't
the
even
one to say
thinking about
this.
as pro-black and conscious. Like,
But maybe that's why it started because he talked to you and then you brought it to everybody.
no. I was too busy fighting the Kamal Eligh war. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
rapping about bullshit, like, because Matt was on my side because like Matt was Matt was helping me buy pounds of weed and like paying my rent and like
Yeah.
like we were like selling dope, not
So-
dope, but at
yeah,
that
yeah,
time
but
dope. We were
weed.
selling weed
Yeah, yeah.
together. Like Matt was cool. Like he was the least of my worries at that point. I was like, cool,
Yeah.
this dude gets it. These guys, like, we're out here selling weed and making money to pay for the
This
studio.
guy gets it. These
like
fucking
these guys are
metronome
rapping about
guys.
like
Jesus
'cause
Christ.
I was paying for the studio time. Eligh didn't have no fucking money. Kamal was barely putting in any money.
I put in
like
some
I was
money.
working
I
at the
know I
cleaners. I was selling weed, and I'm like, yo, and y'all motherfuckers
Nah.
gonna talk about short people for 11 minutes? So then, like, as much weed as I thought I was selling, this dude was selling more weed, and I had to go live at his house, and he heard the song. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you're out here selling weed. Like, I'm helping him do other shit. And he's like, there's like 5 pounds of weed in here. There's $10,000, the AK-47. You live in this neighborhood with these Crips. Like, what the fuck is you talking about all this space bullshit?
Yeah.
He's like, just do you, man. Like, just, you don't have to be super tough, but like, this shit is not you, bro. And that changed my life.
Interesting.
And I was like, yo. So I was like, then that's why I started writing red dots and like shit that was more like street, but still like.
It was like, like underground street.
Yeah, like I like created that lane that a lot of people are in now. But like, and that's when I was like, I gotta leave this weirdo white boy shit alone. Like, and then the fight happened, and then like all this shit, and I was like, yo, this is not my life.
Yeah, that was quite a night, man. Never forget that night.
Hey, we want to know, man. Did you get knocked out that night?
No, I was not. I got punched in the head, but I was trying to pull somebody off of him, and it was like a full on brawl. It was like a dream, dude. It was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then I turn around, I say, Matt. He's like, and he's holding the radio. He said, somebody has to hold the boombox. I was like, yo, that's such a good line, bro. Shout out to him for that.
If you didn't think that story was true, you guys. He just said the exact line we said.
Okay, so what was Log Cabin Cookbook like?
First of all, I wasn't Cookbook.
No. What were you?
Probably either still called Basic or Sublingual.
Basic.
Sublingual, bro.
Sublingual mental.
That's your kind
you
of
wanted to
word
be
right
under
there.
people's tongue?
I was trying to do like underground tongue. You know how you do that bullshit. It was a whack name.
Oh, yeah. No, I had lots
It's
of whack
fantastic.
names. No judgment here, bro.
It's another like incident where like I said it as a joke, and then your boy Pigeon John was like, yo, that's dope. I was like, nah, it's not really that tight.
Anything that motherfucker
I know.
says.
No, it's not. I wasn't trying to listen to him. Then we go places and be like, yo, it's my man Sublingual. Oh, what's up, Sublingual? And
how does this guy not get punched in the face more often?
I agree.
I
cannot believe Pigeon John.
You know that
because
he hangs out with a lot of white people and Christians.
Yo, and like dudes like me who have saved him from fights from real gangsters.
Yeah, that's
he was
crazy,
talking shit
man.
to these real gangsters from Inglewood, bro, one night that are my homies, and he was like, y'all niggas ain't from Inglewood. I'm from Inglewood. I was like, John, shut the fuck up, man. And they were fans of his. They were like, yo, we feeling your shit, John. And he was like, yeah. Oh, you from Inglewood? Nigga, you ain't from Inglewood. I'm like, Pigeon John's talking like this to these two. And like, my homie had brought a real OG homie behind him. And he was like, hey, what the fuck he just say, man?
Oh, my God,
yo,
dude.
he's drunk, man. Just leave him alone.
Oh, alcohol is
I
not
know.
good for him. He has an allergy. He has an allergy, bro.
He's good now, though.
He's good now. Yeah, he's been sober for a couple years.
Yeah, he's good now. He's
so anyway, what was Cookbook like to you?
Dude, he was like super clean cut, like so nice. Like the nice.
Say nice.
You were nice, dude. You had like a good vibe, like, and you
vibe.
were such a like square vibe.
I was square, I know.
Square is the vibe.
But you had the coolest little. You had the little garage.
Yeah.
Felipe's garage.
Shout out to my parents.
And I remember it was open, and you had this SP in there, and we were just so excited to go over there after school. Like, cool, man, this is dope.
I feel like you guys are the only ones who truly respected me from Log Cabin, man. But I've told that story before. But I never told my man Eligh.
No.
After Log Cabin ended, you and you are the only ones that kind of came back and said, hey, man, you got kind of dissed in there, man. I'm sorry for that, man. I wasn't a part of it, but I'm sorry for that. You did that, man. I respect that, man.
Well, what about Tumbleweed, though?
Tumbleweed. Did anybody ever meet Tumbleweed in person?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Tumbleweed.
He came. Somebody picked him up from the train station and brought him. I swear he brought him to your house, dude.
That sounds familiar.
He was a character, bro. I'm like, is he still alive right now? I wonder.
This Tumbleweed.
How do you even link up with us?
From a phone call.
Call in the hotline.
Log Cabin hotline.
And every message will have it start with this Tumbleweed.
This Tumbleweed. That's a hard ass name, honestly. Tumbleweed. That sounds like
He should have been in Log Cabin.
He was perfect for it.
That is so dope. That is perfect. Okay, wait. Remind me and the listeners the Log Cabin line. What is this again?
The Log Cabin line. We had a hotline. I said we should get, and we made stickers. I said we should make stickers. This is my market. This is why I should have been the manager.
Right.
Yep.
And I was like, we updated it. We played our songs on there. We let people know when our shows were coming.
That's right.
People could leave messages, and Tumbleweed will always leave a message.
That is sick, bro.
This Tumbleweed.
Hey, man, I think we should do a hotline again, man.
Hotline would be dope, dude.
Hotline bling.
Hotline bling, bro. Let's do it. Felipe's Garage Hotline. Let's just see what happens.
Just have people bust on
You
there.
could probably get a free phone number from the internet.
Let's find. Let's figure
That's
out.
so
see what
sick.
happens, bro.
Let's just see.
Felipe's
Garage Hotline.
Just see who calls in. I know who's calling in.
It's gonna be a game.
You guys got to play some of
Stay
them.
calling in for
Let's leave
sure.
it alone,
You got to play the best ones on the show too.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
hell yeah,
dude, that's
Hell yeah.
great. You guys should definitely do that.
I want to do it. We got.
Eli, speaking of which, we get a lot of flack sometimes. We're not really.
Little bit of flack.
Little
We
bit
talk
of
too-
flack
we-
here.
they say we talk too
what
much
are you
about-
listening to?
Yeah.
What am I listening to right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. Ice Cube.
No.
Death Certificate?
I mean, I'm always listening to bringing in the old shit when I'm. But Merce, you know me, dude. I'm literally not listening to music. I'm all fantasy football podcast, bro.
Fantasy football podcast.
Fantasy
No time
football
All
podcast?
the
Wow.
time, dude. Like I am psycho with it.
How
bro.
many?
I'm psycho with
How
it.
many fantasy football podcasts you listen to?
About 6 of them. So
Damn.
I'm never run out of things.
Yeah,
Every
you don't,
day I
'cause
wake
one comes
up.
out every day.
Yeah. So I'm always
Do you listen to any other podcasts?
borderline nuts with it.
or just
Felipe's
fantasy
Garage.
football?
Felipe's Garage.
respect.
I have been peeping that. And
I'm not gonna quiz you on that. But
I-
I'll
I-
just take your word for it.
sometimes I listen to Mercer's favorite, Joe Rogan. I'll
Oh,
check
Joe
you.
Rogan.
Wait, why? Okay, I want to know why you don't like Joe Rogan. I've never got
He's
into
just a
this.
strong, opinionated guy, and Merce doesn't like him. I could see why.
He has
Yeah,
like
but
he has. Well,
That's
Eli
you
knows me.
too. You're strong opinionated.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
there's
That's
no
why he
room
doesn't
for
like him.
It's not enough room.
That would
in
be
this
a-
podcast
Two of them
life.
can't occupy the same space at the same time. It's against the law of physics.
That would be a great show if he went on there.
Yo.
I want to bust him in his fucking mouth.
He would
Okay,
fuck
why?
you
Now I
up,
wanna
dude. He
know.
would fuck
Because
you
I had
He
a
up.
brings
DJ.
on great guests.
I'll fuck Joe Rogan up.
Joe Rogan will fuck
Damn,
you
he
up.
will fuck you up for
Fuck.
sure.
He would
I don't
dro-
give a shit how much
He'd
you
drop
like
kick
You
you,
think so?
this
bro.
motherfucker.
You think so?
Yes.
He's a fucking
So Joe
martial
Rogan's gonna
arts.
say, now if we bet this, if you want to if you get up enough money, I get on Joe Rogan's show. He's gonna say, "What's up? Hi, I'm Joe. I'm taking off."
And then
Well,
he'll kick
No,
you.
no, well, if you do that, what the fuck do you mean? You just think gonna fuck me up? What the fuck do you mean?
I think he'll fuck you up still. Honestly.
Okay.
This motherfucker's
You
a black
believe
belt, black belt in Taekwondo.
I'm
and I think
knocking him out cold with the first punch.
No.
And I'm not stopping.
Okay.
I'm not gonna back up. He's gonna be sitting in a chair, and I'll be like, bop, 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 bop. That's it. I'm fucking Joe Rogan up. I'm taking flight. I'm not gonna square up with this motherfucker and ask him his weight
well,
class.
there you go. If you're gonna sucker punch him, then yeah, all
That's
right,
not sucker punch.
respect.
I'm punching right in his fucking face.
Yeah,
I've been saying fuck Joe Rogan for 5 years.
I know. I still
You should
don't.
know I'm coming.
I'm still not-
I at him on Instagram and
Oh
I say
my
fuck
God.
Joe Rogan.
Okay, I still am not clear why you hate him though. Like
I had
just
a
because he has
DJ,
strong opinions.
My homeboy foundation, who loves podcasts, who
Yeah.
got me into podcasts. Shout out to him. He put me on to Bill Burr. And,
Bill Burr's
Bill
hard
Burr's
as fuck.
great. He's great.
And then he always try to play Joe Rogan, and every time it would take like 15 minutes before he said something I regret. And I'd be like, yo, you gotta turn this off, man.
You just disagree with him. That's
Yeah,
it.
this dumb motherfucker said you shouldn't hit your kids, you shouldn't spank your kids. Violence is never the answer. It's like, motherfucker, you commentate violence for a fucking living. The fuck are you talking about, you idiot son of a bitch?
He hasn't listened to too much Joe Rogan. I can see.
No, I can't tolerate it. He
I
says
can
something
see why.
contradictory or something idiotic every 5 fucking minutes, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Now, when you're on the road, you have these long drives.
Yeah.
He's tried to play Joe Rogan multiple times and never failed.
That's where I first heard
I could
him
be
on a
asleep
tour.
and wake
On
up
the
and
tour.
be like, yo.
He's
Joe
chilling.
Rogan's on.
I'll turn this motherfucker
Talk
off.
about jujitsu. No wonder you hate jujitsu.
But he doesn't talk about jujitsu.
Yes,
much.
he does.
Oh, he does?
Hell yeah.
I can't make it like 5 minutes into his fucking podcast without him. Like, he infuriates me.
I get it. I totally get it.
I'm
I
like,
get it.
yo. And then when Eli because Eli's known me longer than almost
Yeah,
any
yeah.
other human being I know. And like, we spent more time to like, he's like, oh, I get it. Why you wouldn't like him.
I do get it. I do. I think it's
Fuck
funny
Joe
that you hate
Rogan.
him.
All right, there you have it,
damn
man.
it.
Crowcast's
I don't-
Merce will
wait, does
never
he have
be on
kids?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got like 3
He
daughters.
doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to spank my daughters, honestly.
Maybe that's why that's his opinion.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
like the way, like you say, he's very opinionated. Like he talks like he knows you don't know shit. Like how many kids
He
did
has
you
a
put
lot
through
of
college,
smart guests
motherfucker?
on though.
He does.
He has some great guests.
He
He has
great
great
guests,
guests.
bro.
I'm not
Yeah,
arguing that.
man.
When
Great
he gets to
guests.
guys that talk about the history of the earth and he shuts the fuck
And
up.
he shuts up
Yeah.
and lets him talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that, Joe.
That's what I love about his show, man.
Like you should have a fucking podcast where you discover motherfuckers to let talk and you shut up. That's what he should be discovering people to have their own podcast.
Sounds good, bro. You know what? Fuck that. This is our podcast.
This
We
is what you
give
get
way too much
patronizing,
shine.
like, this is
no.
shit. That's why I'm gonna
I'm
fuck
not
you up too when we
patronizing.
get to
Hey,
a million,
no,
whatever.
I'm not, bro. I'm
gonna
saying
fuck you up for Joe Rogan.
This
I'm
is
like,
our-
Joe Rogan, check this out.
this is our podcast, man. We giving him too much shine. That's what I'm saying. Let's keep shining on our podcast. Let's shine on my man,
It's all
fucking
about
Eli. Right
Felipe's
here.
brought it up,
Garage,
man.
man.
No, I didn't. He brought it up.
No,
and I
but you said, but then you
yeah,
said,
because you
well, why
always
did-
shit so hard on
so
him. I'm
this
like,
was
what
don't
the
bring up
fuck?
shit that's gonna make me furious, man.
Hey, man,
I
hope
told you
you're
that man
right.
infuriates me, bro.
I hope you try to swing on him and he fucking takes you down and then fucking just breaks your arm, man.
Why would you wish that on me? Because
Because, man, you talk
piece
so
of
much shit, bro. I just don't think you would really take off on him like
People,
that, man.
and people have said that multiple times. Eli's seen me be in an actual fight. Like,
No, I know
have
you
been
can
talking
fight.
the
I'm not
same
saying you
shit since
can't
I
fight.
was 5 years old,
Ain't
man.
nobody saying you can't fight.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm not taking many L's in my life, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. When people say shit about me, tell them to tell you about the time they whooped my ass. Because it didn't fucking happen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've been talking the same shit. I'm fucking 40 years old,
maybe
man.
you're like, hey, maybe you're like Pigeon John, man. You just need a good punch in the face, bro.
Yeah, because it's been always. I had
Maybe.
cookbook. Eli's been protected. How many ass whoopings have you saved me from, Eli?
He tried,
Me?
man. He
Yeah.
tried. Third Street. He tried,
Yeah, that's
man.
what I'm saying. But you can count how many ass whoopings you saved John from. That's what
Yeah, a lot.
Not many people can say that about me.
A lot.
I probably. This is probably
Back
the
in
reverse
those days,
for me.
I couldn't even go out. You don't want to go out with him because you're just babysitting all the time.
Yep.
Man, I don't know if I should. I got
That's
stories,
what.
bro.
What I'll give
Me
props
too.
to
That
Eli
Hawaii
I
for.
got
trip
stories.
that you guys,
with
we
John.
did shows with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was a crazy.
He showed up to Grouch's house with the fucking giant stitches on his
bro,
head. I'm
from
like,
the
what
day
the fuck
before,
happened?
man.
Oh, I fell down. I'm like, dude, you need to put the drink down, bro.
Bro, that's the most lightweight way to tell that story, bro. It's
yes.
so crazy.
Dude, we brought him. I don't want to go on.
Yeah,
a
I'm not
tangent.
even-
I don't
we're
wanna
not-
tangent.
we're not
What I will say
He's
is
good
like,
now.
What
He's
Eli's
good.
journey
He's doing
through
good.
drugs and alcohol is, I've never had to do that with him.
No, I'll never forget the day
Full respect.
when we were on tour, Living Legends tour. I came out of the fucking RV and Merce starts choking me, like puts me in a headlock.
Damn.
I don't want to hear you fucking doing cocaine. What the
Yeah.
fuck is that about? I'm like, what, man? I'd actually broken out some cocaine in the hotel room in front of Scarab of all people, and
Oh,
I said, I'm just
shit.
gonna do this coke. You don't care, right? He's like, no, man.
Oh, it's
But
good.
it fucked him up. He told
Damn.
Merce, he's like, dude, this fool's fucking with coke and all that.
Yo.
And that wasn't even my drug, but Merce was like, don't. I was like, okay.
I'm so
The worst.
sorry,
yeah.
Why are you sorry? That was
Nah.
great.
The
No,
worst.
because when it came down to when you were saying like when you were having a serious problem, you felt like you couldn't. We were living together, and you felt like you couldn't come to me, and you had to call Lucky. And you said, why wouldn't I? I said, why wouldn't you tell me? And you're like, because you probably would have hit me. And I was like, yeah. And that's not what
Probably.
my friend needed at that time. And here I am, the closest
Yeah.
person to him, known him longer than someone, and I've lived with him. And he couldn't feel like he'd come to me because I was going to react violently, and that like really struck a chord with me. Like,
Damn.
Damn, I don't remember
being a
saying that to you.
volatile. And because when you said it, I was like, I wouldn't have. I was like, yeah. And now
Yeah,
you're telling the story.
probably.
I don't even remember grabbing you by the throat when I heard you do cocaine.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
But like, I come from an
sent a
abusive
clear
household.
message.
Like,
Right.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mom showed her love to me, or my stepfather and everybody. Like, you know, that's like the traditional black family thing. Like, I love you, so I'm gonna beat your ass so you don't do the wrong
Right,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'm like implementing that on my friends, which is stupid. You know.
But
But
that was
you
what
did it 'cause you
do.
cared.
Yeah, man.
And back to
you
Joe
care.
Rogan's point, like I get why you shouldn't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's like times when I think children should, like, you spank your kid for the right reason. I'm not.
So
gonna
that's
say
why
anything.
you disciplined Eli that day.
He put me in that lock.
Yo, the worst I saw you, man. I'm not trying to drag up that old
No,
stuff,
it's-
but
it's
I
all
remember
good
being
'cause
on
it's
tour,
now.
like LA Symphony on tour with Legends, and we were in Northern California, and you guys were. It was during your set, so I was watching from the backstage, and I had left, and I came back, and during your guys' set, you were just backstage, just sitting on like a fold-out chair, just like looking down, and like you were
During the set?
during the set. You
Wow.
were fucking gone. And I went up, I said, hey, man, you all good or whatever? And you just like, you looked at me, you're like, hey, bro, seriously, Jason, man, you're a good dude, man.
That's what I said?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, man, you're a good dude too, man. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
not a good dude. I was
No
like, dude,
way.
you are. You're good. He's, no, I'm not, bro. You're a good dude.
Are you sure you're not making this
No,
up,
I
bro?
swear to God.
God, I
and I was
remember
like,
That's glad. I'm glad you have something you don't remember.
I don't remember
choking
that.
you, and I'm really
I was
sorry.
really, I
about
mean,
that.
obviously, I was really concerned after that because I mean, it's more to it than that or whatever. But then when you got clean, I remember like I think it was like the basement, one of those basement anniversary shows. I remember you like made a beeline to me like, "Yo, man, I'm clean. It's been 11 months. I'm doing great."
Wow, yeah.
I was real happy, man, to hear that, bro. Full respect.
God, man, that's such a blessing.
Have you told
Yeah.
that story on your
Miracle.
podcast?
Getting clean?
Yeah.
No.
So what was the moment you realized? Like, what was that? Like,
God,
what was
I
that?
just that whole period of time is just so ingrained in my head, like stuck in my head, from when we were living together, and I was at my absolute worst. From when we decided to separate and move out, you moved out. You know, I'd lost my fiance, broke my heart. That was a little bit before that.
Yeah.
But it all came to that point. I said, you know what? If I live with Scarab, somebody that is clean, he works out, he fucking, he eats healthy, he's a positive guy. Maybe if I move with him, I can get clean. I was like, let me move with Scarab. Of course not. 2 weeks in, I found the connect up the hill from him. I found a girl that sold pills, and I was over at her house doing that, and I was chasing the dope everywhere. And we were doing the 3MG album. And I remember the day that we were sitting in a room, and you said, look, guys, we have two choices. We can go to the label, to Warner Brothers, and we could try and go big with this and just go all out. Or we can just do it ourselves and go on the tour and just put it out like that. And I was so scared of being sick on tour and not, I was scared. You could say scared of success or whatever. I was like, no, let's just do it ourselves. Like, no. And I fucking regret that. I regret that moment where I was like, man, we could have pushed it and did whatever we could do. It might not have been much. But I was fearful. I was living in fear, and so that was the beginning. I mean, that was the end. It was right around then. We did that video. One day I woke up, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was sick of it, being sick. I didn't care about music. I wasn't making music. All my equipment was in the closet at Scarab's house.
Damn.
It was like every morning I woke up and left and was following the dealer everywhere till he got the dope, and then I was just with him. That's it. I would come home at 2 a.m. when Scarab was asleep and just pass out, wake up, do it again,
Jeez.
And then I hit up Lucky. I was like, dude, I'm ready. He said, I'll call you back. And then, luckily he had met somebody, a friend of all of ours that had gone through and got in through Music Cares, and Music Cares saved my life. And they got me into that rehab and paid for it and all of that shit.
Wow.
Music Cares is a real thing, and I always tell people when I talk about it, the Grammys, if you give...
Yeah.
Last time I saw Tom Petty was at a huge fundraiser
for Music Cares.
And I was so happy to be there. And SAG-AFTRA bought the tickets, and me and my wife went. And I just so if you're out there, and I know a lot of rappers, and I know some personally that need help, you have to get help when you want to get help. But if it was free, right?
Yeah, they got me. All I had to do was say I was a working musician, and they looked me up and said, okay, you got it. They paid for my rehab.
That's
so if
amazing.
you're making music and you're putting music out on a somewhat large level or
underground
level, go get help, man. And it's free, and you can do it. This is one of my best friends, and I don't even call them friends 'cause I don't know what it is, but we've known each other for 26 years now.
Yep.
Up and down the roads, thick and thin, girls, drugs, fights,
all of it.
And that's brother.
I'm so happy
right
they
there.
saved his life, man. I'm so grateful to that organization, man. And I'm so proud of him. Yeah, and you can do it too.
Music Cares is amazing foundation, man.
How long have you been clean now?
October 13th will be 13 years.
Yeah.
For your man.
Damn, yo.
Is your wife going to make you some lactation brownies? Because so I'm coming over.
She's making me enchiladas, I'll tell you that much.
I got her bowl in the car, by the way.
Oh, cool. I get the bowl back.
I thought Murs was taking offering.
Are you taking offering? I was like, no, it's Eli's wife's bowl.
Donations?
She brought the lactation brownies over.
Yeah, man.
You know how bad I resisted texting you to ask her to make some of those?
Oh, my God. She'd be so down, man. She's the best. That's what a bonus for my wife. He could just cook. She's just an amazing cook.
That's what's up, man.
It is a bonus.
You don't look like you're eating much, though.
I'm trying to stay skinny, man. Trying to stay skinny.
Gotta stay fit.
Man. I don't understand people at our age saying, I'm trying to bulk up. I'm trying to get big. Like, dude,
that's that
why,
Dr. Dre
dude?
syndrome.
Go reverse.
Busta Rhymes, yo.
Oh, dude, he looks bad,
He was so skinny,
bro.
he just swelled up.
Can we talk about Busta Rhymes? He looks like he just lost his neck. He's like a turtle. He's just like,
dude, he looks crazy, bro.
Koopa, King Koopa, dude.
Into his shell, bro.
But I heard his new album is fire, though. That's what I keep hearing.
Album is crazy,
Rhapsody
bro.
keeps talking about it, man. She didn't play
And
it.
Ninth Wonder.
Too.
Ninth Wonder is
talking
like
a lot about it.
They both need to shut the fuck up, man.
Why you
Unless
think
they're gonna play it?
Yeah,
I
play
think-
that shit.
Play
please.
it. Don't say it. Play it. Don't say it.
Play it, don't-
motherfuckers.
What I think the best.
Don't
Wow,
delay
what do
it.
I know? But the last Tribe album, how Busta was all over it, the way he sounded over those beats, I was like, he needs to do an album just like this right now.
Murs, you didn't like that album, did you?
I love
that album.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
for
loved
sure.
it.
Oh, I loved it too.
It was so good.
Yeah,
but
really
the way
good.
he sounded, it was like, oh shit.
I guess that was when I was.
I like it.
I was listening to
Yeah.
that so much when I was on the Legends tour, but I was driving by myself, so I was like,
Yeah, that was a
that's when it
good.
came out.
It's a great
That's a
album.
good album, man.
What else did we say? Did you say? You're not
He
listening
said
to just
listen to
podcasts.
I'm listening to mostly
Oh, so
podcasts.
yeah,
right?
me and Eli got on this football thing
Oh,
as
yeah.
he's on the podcast thing because we had a house together called The Ranch.
The Ranch.
Do you remember why it was called The Ranch?
No, I don't.
Because we raised young hoes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That was a fun time for a while, man.
Yo,
Dude.
Raised young hoes.
Oh my goodness. We raised young hoes.
Yo,
at the
there
ranch.
was a fucking.
Oh my god.
There was. The best Sundays were the goal was to meet girls Sunday night, bring them back, and get them to cook breakfast for us Sunday morning while we watch football on Eli's huge screen television.
Oh shit.
And this is when we both started really getting into football together.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
Really?
We had
you
some
were
epic,
Titans. You were loving the Titans back then.
epic
Parties there, dude.
Epic. We had an after
The
party so
ranch.
epic. I was in the bedroom with a girl, and someone came in the room and said, "Special Ed is here."
Special
He
ed.
came to our fucking house.
Gotta be
After
kidding me,
party,
bro.
after-
Special ed.
Special Ed.
After-
I didn't even see him though. That's
It's
not
like I'm the magnificent.
Yeah.
Sensational styles.
After a show at Knitting Factories, like a Def Junk show, like Camus was there, rest in peace. I think it was Camus who came in the room and got me. Like it was lift, acrobatic, like I got all the
all
time,
at the
Damn,
house,
bro.
dude.
and they're all at the house. There's girls, blah blah, blah. And it was like there were some cool like Christian girls. He was friends with one of my Christian homegirls, and she was like, yeah, I think it was either Camus. No, I think Camus came in the room because only Camus would do that to me. Like
Oh,
where I had
man.
a girl in the room.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah, he didn't
Special
care.
Ed's on the couch. You
Special
want to say
ed up in the
hi?
house, bro.
I'm like,
That
no,
shit's
I know you
wild.
were in your room with the girl. I'm in the room with my girl. I was like, who opened it? It's Special Ed, but who's opening the door? That's when I knew our parties had got to a level where it was just like
Special Ed.
Special ed
and
showing.
people feel okay opening the door for other people, giving them our address.
Yeah,
and
come
then-
on in.
Yo, that's
Come
wild,
on in.
bro.
Yo, Eli had a girl
Dude.
that would stay out in front of the house sometimes.
Dude,
and he
Murs
park-
had to cuss this girl out. She showed up with unannounced, like, "Hey,"
Damn.
Murs was like, "You don't come to this house without calling anybody. What's wrong with you? You need to leave now. Leave." I was like, "Tell her to go. Tell her to go away."
Tell her to go.
Like
Get
Eli
out
was
of
parking his car and walking home so she wouldn't see his car. And I was like, yo, you can't do my man's like
Yo,
that.
yo,
Oh.
man.
Oh my god!
Yo,
I
the
can't believe
ranch.
Special Ed was at our house.
Yo,
though.
yeah, Eli, a girl that I wrote a lot of my heartbreak songs about was because of Eli.
What?
Well, because there was the two girls we met, and one of them,
Okay, yes.
one of them was dating. I was trying to date, and she just was not.
not
Like, she was so
into you.
prude, and I was
Yeah,
like,
she's not giving
and
it
then
up.
Eli was dating the other girl, and she had this like accent, like she was from like the Crenshaw district, and she sounded so sexy to me. And I remember like, oh, I want to fuck this girl. And like,
We switched, didn't we?
yeah,
switch?
Eli was tired of her. He's like, I was like, are you sure? I was like, can I just get at her?
Oh shit.
And then I don't know what, I think she saw me out one night and she came at me and Eli had given me the go ahead and I was like, this is the dream. I was like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to fuck with this girl forever. And I was like, you don't feel bad about your friend? She was like, no, all she does is call me and tell me how she's not gonna fuck you. If she's not gonna fuck you, I know I will. I was like,
Damn.
shit, I love this girl. Which probably wasn't the best sign of.
So
who
you
to
guys are
follow.
Eskimo brothers.
I don't know. Did you ever fuck her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then we.
There you go.
I mean, well, me and Eli.
I have zero stories like this.
I said
Really?
we've been through thick and thin, bro. Like that's not the
Seriously.
only one.
Wow. No, it's not.
Not the
Oh,
only one,
shit.
brother.
Multiple.
My
This is my
God.
brother for real.
This is
You guys are Eskimo
16
brothers.
years ago
Official,
or
bro.
something. Yeah, it was like
Official.
But
a
yeah,
long
the
time
ranch.
ago. The ranch.
Most
bro.
importantly, aside from all the young ladies, we definitely love football.
Oh
Football.
man.
That's how we all came up.
Football. I'm so sad, Murph.
Eli is silently raising his fist from.
No more football for you?
No,
No,
I
he's silently
can't-
raising
I
his
can't
fist from
not do
Twitter. He
it.
told me.
I told Merce I'm gonna be like this, but I'm gonna be
Watching anyway.
right here.
You still
It's-
got to watch football.
I'm watching because the players are still going to play their asses off, put their fucking health on the line to play the game they love, and I'm
Yeah.
watching them play because I love watching them
All
play.
right.
But it's a heartbreaker. It's hard for me.
I feel you, man. I think you could support the movement and still watch the sport.
fellas.
It's just fucked up, right? I mean,
yeah. I'm
I just
just
refuse to give them any money.
and I totally get that. And I'm like,
I do too.
I'm like, damn, dude. I'm
You
just
don't
sad
even
I
like
can't.
sports.
I know, so I don't watch it at all. I stand in solidarity, bro. I'm with you,
Shut the
Cap.
fuck up, man.
Fuck the NFL. I'm with you, Cap.
Cap is great.
Yeah,
He's
right.
great.
What, man? I
Let
am.
George Lucas come out and say something. You ain't stop watching Star Wars.
I don't know. It
If
depends on what he says,
he
man.
said Puerto Rico is what did fucking asshole Donald Trump say?
What didn't he say?
But what he said, like
Except-
third world countries are like piece of shit countries.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, piece of shit. He called us a piece of shit.
Yeah,
country.
what if George Lucas said Puerto Rico's a piece of shit country?
Well, he don't own Star Wars no more, so
It's
That's
already
true.
wiggling,
I
like-
guess I'm good. Is that a wiggle?
Yeah, that's a
Honestly,
wiggle.
is it?
He created it.
Yeah, but he sold it, bro. It's
George
gone.
Lucas, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What he was like, I came up with the story for Star Wars. I wrote the original 3 episodes in this piece of shit country, Puerto Rico.
I'd be like, you
Damn.
wrote it in Puerto Rico? It's even doper. No
Yeah.
wonder it's so dope, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Luke Skyrico.
Sky Rico.
Luke
Sky Rico.
Luqueño Skyrico.
Hey, man, he had a dude in there named Chewy. What's up,
Yeah,
man?
I know. I wore
He was
two
repping
shirts
the
the other day.
Latinos. Han
Oh
Solo.
man. What else? So Eli, do you have a
Han
story to
Solo.
tell about me or Cook or just in general that you think would be good for the podcast?
Han Solo. Oh
It's
man.
all, for me, it would be all Log Cabin Adventures, and I think we already
Shout
went
out Han
Yeah.
Cholo while
We-
Eli thinks.
Han Cholo.
Another commercial. He should sponsor the podcast. He has great jewelry, hancholo.com.
That's the greatest
Voltron
shit.
there. Should we do another classy and trashy while he thinks, or what do you think?
Yeah, you guys do a classy and trashy.
All right.
So this time I
wanna
got,
hear
I got
ones
either
you
one.
got.
So you tell me, because
Because
I could trash a classic. And
Please
I
trash a
could,
classic so I can argue with you at least.
Okay.
Okay, go. You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
All right, man. Here's a classic movie that everybody loves, and I fucking hate it, man.
I got one.
I got one too, actually. Now I think.
The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I kind of feel you on that.
Okay.
Fuck that movie,
you.
yo.
Well, why fuck it? Like
That's
I'm
a
like,
good
I'm
one,
like,
bro.
What you and chocolate,
It's so
Charlie and
fucking
chocolate?
boring and stupid and like, I don't want to see it. Fuck all that shit, man. I wish I was at home.
What about the Wiz?
Fuck that movie. The Wiz is good, man.
Okay, cool.
I was a little scared of those crows in there.
Yeah,
No,
no,
no
for real.
disrespect, bro. No disrespect.
Yeah, don't disrespect the crow
No
fans.
disrespect to the crows,
Yo.
bro. But that was kind of scary in The Wiz, man.
No, I was scared as shit of the Wiz.
But back to Wizard of Oz. Fuck Wizard of Oz, man.
I'm kind of with you on
It's
that.
just, oh, it's American glasses, man. Fuck that movie. It's boring, man. Even when I was a kid, like, your parents, like, it would come on, like, once a year and shit.
Easter.
Maybe
It came on during
KCOP
Easter.
again and
KCOP
shit, bro.
on Easter.
On Easter, bro.
I know, and then
Easter.
your parents would try to sit you down like, oh, it's a wonderful movie. We're going to love it. And I'd be like, I don't want to watch this bullshit, man.
Follow the yellow brick road.
It made me depressed. That
Yeah,
movie.
and though it's a classic,
If
I'm
I
trashing
only
it.
had a
Fuck
brain.
that movie. Fuck that movie. If it only was a good movie.
Dude, you're a fucking prick, bro.
Fuck that movie.
Hardcore,
Fuck Dorothy.
bro.
Damn, I
Fuck
wanted to
Toto.
argue with you, man. Damn.
I know,
All
but
right,
I-
what's your,
what
what's your
can I
classy
say?
one?
This one, I know you're gonna feel me on. I think it was actually a terrible movie, but I like it a lot.
Okay, so you're gonna give a classic status to a trashy movie, or
That
people
I think is
yeah.
probably a trashy movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah, do people think that's a trashy movie?
I think it's pretty bad.
Is it like what is it like a? It's like a teeny. Would you consider
Teeny-
it like
teeny
a teeny
movie.
bop
but it
kind
had
of
the
movie?
whipped cream bikini, and my girlfriend did that for me.
Ooh,
Joe
Yeah.
Bob.
Oh man.
I
Fat
forgot about
dude.
that movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
Varsity Blues.
Oh man, I
That
got to
movie
meet James
was-
Vanderbeek on the Drop the Mic
James
set. I was so
Vanderbeek.
happy about that.
That's dope.
Oh man, damn.
All right, what's yours?
Varsity Blues? Mine, people think it's classic. That's a piece of shit,
Uh-oh.
and it offends me deeply.
I'm scared.
Menace to Society.
Oh, I was just thinking of that
Fuck
movie
that
today.
Fuck
I
that
was
movie.
gonna
What?
Just because Tupac had to fuck them motherfuckers up, number one, and number two, they're made by like kids who aren't from L.A. About L.A. It was like It was like John Singleton made Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
You felt the social repercussions. Like you
I
left.
love
it.
that
I agree
movie.
with that.
This is a
movie's
serious,
so dope.
serious problem.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
South Central, like people who really in the shit don't glorify gangbanging, and that shit made like Minister Society was Casino or something. Like it was cool. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Lorenz Tate's
yo.
not from the hood.
Lorenz
like,
Tate, yeah,
like
He was not
you're right.
good.
you know, like everybody.
You acting like a little bitch right now.
Like it was like a mockery of
I
what was
love
going
that
on.
part though. I do.
And,
Like,
I
was
did-
Saphir in that, bro?
Yes,
was
he
in
got
that
cashed
killed,
out.
bro.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
the best part of that movie, probably.
I know he
Like,
was.
yeah, like
Bought
MC
salt sessions
they
like
had-
Get
all
out
that.
the car. Get out the car, man.
They had MCA,
Yeah.
which was dope.
MC8.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
but like other than that, like they're beating up crackheads. Like, and then I had to watch my little brother watch that shit, and like niggas call me like, hey, cuz, like your brother just beat this bass head up in the alley. I had to go like, but where did he learn that shit? From watching these two motherfuckers from the valley make a movie about niggas they were scared of growing
Yeah.
up. Like, and then people on the
Wow.
East Coast and like they, and I went to see it opening night with my mom. in Pasadena.
Oh, you have like a lot of personal reasons though.
No. It's just real. Like
It's a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's
actually.
personal because it's my life. They're trying to like depict. Like,
Yeah.
I was that era. Like, that's my life. Like, they didn't live that life. You know what I mean? Like, so it's personal on that level. And then like I went to Pasadena where it was like motherfuckers were still gangbanging like 89, 88 when they came out. Like wearing all blue and all red. They all went into the theater. And my mom took me to see because it was a black film. She was going to support it. And like when they start stomping out the crackhead and everyone in the, or no, when it's something like when it comes to the projects to like visit somebody and they beat them up, and everybody in the theater started laughing. My mother started crying, and then she had a nervous breakdown. And she started throwing up, and she was like, "What's wrong?"
No wonder
with you,
he
kid?
aced this
Jeez.
movie, bro. Your mom was throwing up off of you.
My mom cried like that a lot going on.
Damn,
that wasn't
yo.
the sole reason, but it was just like that, and then like knowing that those dudes didn't live that life. You know what I mean? Like
See, I
they went
didn't
on
check
to make.
into it. I didn't check into it that much.
What was that guy's name? What was the movie they made
Is it
with
The
Johnny
Heat?
Depp? Like it was From Hell.
Oh, I love that movie. I love
See,
that
that's what they
movie.
made.
That's what
that
they should
too.
stay in that.
That
Like
was
John
so
Singleton doesn't
good.
make movies like that because he's not capable. Because he's
I
really
got
from
you.
the fucking hood. Like
Who made that movie? Minister,
The
like
two-
the
Hughes
Hughes
brothers.
brothers.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
brothers.
that's what it is.
Hughes
Hughes
brothers.
brothers.
Yeah.
I
I
have
loved
to
it
watch
from
it
hell.
again now, with that knowledge because
Dude.
I didn't really think about it like that. I just watched it and was like, "Yo, it's kind of hard."
The dude that played Kane was the worst actor ever, and he never was in another movie again. He was such a pretty boy looking dude.
I gotta see it again,
And he was
man.
like, it was the
It's
worst.
And no one had
actor.
braids like that.
Oh my god.
I
That's
never-
true. That part is definitely true. Man, you acting like a little bitch.
And then,
right
and then like I couldn't even be mad at the Wayans brothers for making fun of it.
Oh my god. that
Oh, they
was-
sure did. Don't get your juice.
Yeah.
What was it called? Like, don't drop
I
your
never
juice
seen
in
that
the
either.
hood.
Like, I take that shit so personal.
I didn't see
man.
that movie either. I've never seen that movie.
All right,
But
so
I don't
what-
blame them for making it because if you watch Minister Society, there's like a lot of fucking clowning
Dude,
going
yeah.
on.
Why do I have the MC8? The one part of that movie that I'll never forget is MC8's in the park. They're having the barbecue, and
Yeah.
he does this like, if the camera's right here, he's like, "Is that Kane?" Looking like, where are you looking, bro? Like, he's right there.
I'm looking for it.
Is that Kane right there?
It's like really
dude,
bad acting. Like,
really bad,
Really
dude.
bad, yo. All right, so
Really.
what are we saying is the best? What's the best gang movie? Just straight up
The
Boys
best
in the Hood?
gang movie, dude.
I mean, if you whatever you want to call it.
Black
quote,
gang movie
unquote.
or
Colors, man. That's a great
Colors?
I never saw. I didn't see Colors until 2001. My mom wouldn't like. This is my mom was like, you can't see Colors
one. Oh,
because
I had
that was.
older
Remember how
friends.
much of a problem that movie was when it came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
my mom was
Wow.
not having. She's like, you already say cuz in the house. Like it's not a thing that you're gonna go.
They
see.
covered the bases too. It had Bloods, Crips,
And they had real
Cholos.
gang members in jail in the one scene where they're like all in the same and they're all throwing up their flags and signs and like jumping on the fucking
Yeah.
bars and they were going crazy in the theaters
Shit
when
was
that was
wild,
happening.
yo.
Dude, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
I couldn't.
I love Colors.
Boys in the Hood, I was allowed to see because they had like somebody got shot at the end, and then we had moved out of the hood.
That was
by
a great
then.
movie. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood's the best. Probably that's number
Boys
one.
in the Hood, South Central.
I didn't like
for-
South Central.
for black films, and then I think the ultimate LA gang movie to me is still Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh
That was a
wow.
good
It's the
one,
Full
bro.
Metal Jacket of LA gang because it's
That's
so
a good
long.
movie, bro.
Like I always
So
thought Full Metal
long.
Jacket was two movies, and I thought Blood In, Blood Out was 3 movies.
It's like the Godfather of
Yo.
fucking
Yeah.
of
That's a good
A lot of people,
gang
and I don't,
movies.
like, but I'm not Latino, so I don't like try to comment on Blood In, Blood Out because like they could feel like I feel about Minister Society. Like,
Maybe.
I didn't live that life, so I don't
But
know.
American Me's another classic.
love American
Me.
Me.
That's a
That's
great movie.
great.
Are you in or you out, Holmes?
Yeah, you in or you out,
I'm
homie?
out. They just start stabbing his ass,
And
bro. He
throw
just
him over
falling. Oh.
Dude,
That was so good,
American
bro.
Me was so good.
That was a great movie, man.
I think Boys in the Hood's number one. That
I
one
think so.
affected me the most.
Yeah,
of
that
all
was
the
so
movies.
good, man.
Cube was
Fucking
great
Ice
in it.
Cube.
He was
yeah,
so
bro.
good. He was so good.
Shit.
And like that's the thing, like Ice Cube was never that dude in his neighborhood, but he literally grew up around it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, no doubt.
He definitely like he had enough to draw.
He was a
from
great
where-
like journalist, like like
yeah, and he could act it because
Yeah.
he just like I remember being at the comic book store one time with John Singleton. And like we started going like because he's a comic book head.
Yeah.
So I started seeing him at Golden Apple every Wednesday.
Golden
every Wednesday.
Apple, bro.
And, like,
Yeah.
We had the same car and like finally like he's like his son was a fan. So like we started talking. I was like, I gotta ask you, bro. It's like how come like a lot of rappers like you got Busta Rhymes? He was so good in Shaft and he was so good in Higher Learning.
Yeah,
like
Higher
why
Learning.
doesn't he do so many other movies? And he's like, he said a couple other reasons, but he's like mostly like a lot of directors don't know how to talk to them, but because we share a similar experience, I
Yeah.
be like, hey, that you like your uncle that comes over for Thanksgiving and
Yeah,
blah
draw
blah
from
blah,
that.
play it like this,
Ah,
or
yeah,
your one
yeah,
cousin
yeah,
that's always
yeah.
in and out of jail. Like he's like, I can relate to rappers and people of color in a way that most directors can't, so I could pull that, and I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
I
makes
want
sense.
But to me, Busta Rhymes is the best. Could be the best actor. He could do comedy. He could be
he
like
was
the
great.
Vince Vaughn
Versatile.
of black people.
Oh, that's
Like,
a good
I love Vince
comparison.
Vaughn.
Because he has a like.
I know, me too.
He can go like either or Adam Sandler. Because Adam Sandler could do a series like Punch Drunk Love, like where he's
Oh,
like
that was so good.
yeah. Or what's the other one?
The-
Rain on Me.
Oh, yeah.
Where his whole family dies in 9/11.
Or the Spanglish. That was a pretty good.
Yeah. Like I think Busta Rhymes could do that both. Like he could be like ha 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 Happy Gilmore, but then he could do some like.
I never seen him do some serious shit. I liked him in Shaft though. That was
loved
good.
him.
Oh,
Shaft,
yeah.
man.
Of course, man.
Back- Shaft was a
Busta
great
Rhymes'
movie.
new album is we're talking him up, man. We're gonna help him be like he needs. You know what? He's like some like Redman too that like lingers around my top 5, and like on any given day he could slide in the 5th spot. Like,
Busta Rhymes.
but I feel like he's not
Damn.
done, man. I want another. And he's also like what I like about him is like he's contributed to the next generation. Like he's really been behind OT Genesis, who's like
Yeah.
blowing up
And uses a lot of new producers and stuff, too.
yeah, man.
You know?
Always keeps DJ
He gets
Scratch.
criticized
Always keeps
for
a
that,
hype man.
And for the longest, he always had a Dilla beat on every album.
Yeah, he's.
I think they
did.
just ran out of Dilla beats. Otherwise, I think he would still do it.
Yeah, no, I think he's the man.
Definitely
I really
Busta
am
Rhymes
a
fan.
Big fan of him.
Always been.
I want to see him like smash this.
I hope what they're saying is true, man.
Me
'cause
too.
I
want this to be
That'd
his
be great.
444.
And he could chop it.
Yeah, he's a great.
Yeah, like technically, there's no one fucking with him. I don't know, like lyrically, I don't know. Like,
No.
he's not bad lyrically, but it's not like
It's not amazing.
He's not a
lyrics.
first line
Style,
rapper.
it's style, and yeah.
He's like damn near
Style and
borderline
performance.
freestyling.
Yeah.
he's like submental.
Yeah, he's some mental with it for
Yeah,
sure.
His
But
lines
what's your
you catch
what's
him
your
later.
favorite Busta Rhymes album?
Ooh.
That's it's got to be one of those.
Like Extinction Level
Yeah,
Event. I
one of
think
those.
Is that the one that had like, here we go, Busta? No, that was
That's
that was the
Anarchy.
next
That's
one.
mine.
That's Anarchy. That was hard, bro.
He's the one.
That's about the only time I.
fucking glorious.
Yeah, I feel so fucking glorious. There's only 5 years left.
There's only 5 years left.
That was
That
Extinction Level
song.
Event.
Yeah.
I like that album, honestly.
I think Extinction Level Event. There's one. Okay, I can't think of the Dilla track. There's like 3 Dilla tracks on that album.
only 5 years left.
Ding, 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 ding. Do. What was that one?
Yeah, see,
Uh,
it's producer talk.
I'm trying to remember the hook, man.
That one, the do.
Fellas, it was some.
Yeah, that's on Anarchy.
Yeah, I think that's just damn it. There's
No, that's another one.
that's another good one, bro.
What? And then he had a song with like about a jewel heist with like Raekwon
With
and
Raekwon,
Ghostface.
yeah, dude. That shit was
and you know
hard.
what broke my heart is he said Anarchy is his least favorite album.
That's crazy, man. That's a
broke,
good one.
Broke my heart, bro. I was like,
He made me even like some of those Swiss beats, and that's kind of rare for me. Like I like some, but a lot, all that Swiss beats hype in the beginning.
I think he's
was
evolved
not
into a
on
greater
that.
producer.
I was not on that.
I like
Rough
Swiss
Riders,
stories.
all
Yeah,
that.
no, it was like super basic, and he was using
Yeah.
like generic sounds from
Yeah.
the machines. But what I like about him is that people talk a lot of shit. Like I'm not a producer, so I didn't talk super shit. It sounded good, and he had great
Yeah.
rappers. But now he's a formidable. He's like a real producer.
Yeah, no,
Swiss
he's
Beats?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah, I fuck with him.
I
Nah.
fuck
But I'm
with him
saying in the
heavy.
beginning, like
That's
I
good.
was
He didn't let all the
not.
shit- yeah.
But Busta Rhymes would bring out to me like even
The
his
real
beats. Like,
beats.
damn, I like this. This Swiss beats. Well, I guess
He
I fuck
always
with
had
Swiss
beats.
And he didn't let
He
people
always
talking shit. Like he was like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna go deeper in my bag and watch. He was quiet for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
When he leave, I'll be practicing
I'll be talking again.
Because he got sued and everything. What was the company? Was it Triton?
No, Casio. That was the first beat I liked from
No,
him.
Triton.
That Eve song.
It was Triton that sued him.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he just sampled the demo.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
he's getting hotter now.
Yeah.
That's the demo,
he
bro.
sampled the demo
I
on
was
the
like,
Triton.
He
here
took
we
that.
go.
He took. And I guess that's what like I didn't become a
love
Mike
that
Tyson
Eve
fan
song.
until he got knocked out by Buster Douglas. I didn't really like Swizz. Like when you get like
Until he got sued.
Bah! I was like, damn, that's a blow. Like you just got all this money and they're about to take it all.
Oh,
Damn,
And then
yo.
he just came back. Like he's killing
Just
it.
keep going.
Like even some of the things he says and like consciously and like where he's thinking and like him and Alicia Keys are like that last Alicia Keys album is amazing.
Really?
She's saying some amazing shit.
She's always amazing.
Yeah.
do you watch that show? What show does she do? America's Got Talent? Or
Oh, she was
one
on The Voice for
The
a while.
Voice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to love The Voice.
And
I used to
she's
love
on that no makeup shit.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
on,
yeah.
I really love everything.
she's-
Like
she's
Yeah.
awesome.
their
man.
child, their parenting. I'm really about that. And I don't watch I don't watch enough of their. They could have done something last week, and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But overall, the vibe I get from them when I do check in with celebrity, whatever.
They got something good going
I
on.
forget Eli's a producer, so now we are on his dick about his rapping and shit. But
Oh man.
I know.
And if
who's your favorite producer?
God, who's my favorite producer? You know what? There's so many.
Or name a
there's
few,
so many producers that I don't even know who it is that's making these beats that it's hard for me to say anymore. I have
name a beat, then maybe I might know the producer.
Man, I mean, I am a fan of who's ever producing Kendrick shit. Definitely a big fan.
Oh, that's his camp. That's
their camp. It's like a bunch of guys, right? It's
what's
not
the
like
main- no,
one
there's like
guy.
a main
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Terrence
Sounds like
Martin
a
helps out a lot.
Transformer,
Terrence
dude.
Martin, yeah.
Soundwave.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
It's a dope name. Like that camp of beats, it just blows my
But then
mind.
also, like, he had like Mike Will made it, Metro Boomin.
Yeah, Mike
the
Will
last
made
record.
made some beats on that.
Like-
Willie, was
like-
it
or
Willie
one
B?
beat.
What I guess called
Fucking
Ichiban
Alchemist,
Don?
bro, did some beats for him too.
Yeah,
Alchemist is
Al.
one of those guys.
Al's one of my favorites, but Dilla all time for sure.
Dilla
for
all
me.
time for me, probably too. To be honest.
But Alchemist, I love.
Yeah, for me, it's
you know.
DJ Quick, Shock G, Ninth Wonder, Premier.
I like
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder, and Premier's.
For me, Premier, Pete Rock, all the classics, man.
Premier
Dilla,
can
top
still
five,
make
top
those
five.
beats. Still, he
Yeah.
still makes them. Like, and they sound great. Still.
I mean, did you listen to the last Prime record? It's fucking good, man.
Yeah, he
It's
produced
really
the shit
good.
out of that. Huh?
Yeah, dude, it's so good. And he's grown. It's like still him, but like kind of like what you said with Swizz. Like he's grown and his like shit is like
Yeah,
you hear
Adrian Young helping out with
yeah,
that,
yeah. So there's live instruments over his chopped samples, and it just sounds like a whole. It's clean.
And I didn't think about it on the MC level, like Royce coming back and releasing
Oh
an
my
album a few
God.
months later without Premier beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And still having that people like,
and people
yo,
went bananas for the book.
But-
of Ryan.
yeah, and
it's
it's like-
incredible.
damn, here you
Both
have you're
records.
rapping over all these Premier beats, and no one's like, damn, he needs Primo. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every time a great MC works with a great producer, people always like, oh yeah, well Snoop needs Dre, and you know, blah,
Right,
blah,
right.
blah,
Yeah.
M needs Dre, or you know, blah blah blah. But like,
That reminds me of that classic story. Like, you know, Common was doing his thing, and then he linked up with Kanye and got his first platinum plaque. And then Kanye did that interview. He was like, "Yeah, man, Common was going down. If it wasn't for me, man, and it kind of pissed Common off. He's like, "Oh yeah, word." And then he goes, "I'm gonna show you that I can go platinum without you, man. I don't need you." And then he went and did that record with the Neptunes.
Universal
That shit
Mind
was
Control?
whack, yo.
Oh, wow.
It just tanked, and he was like, "Oh man,
I'm still a big fan of Pharrell
Guess I-
production.
Oh, yeah,
No,
Pharrell.
I am too. I'm just saying it.
No, I'm
he
not
did-
saying it. I'm just-
he
you
did
just
that
made me
album
think
at
of
the
it.
wrong time. Like a Neptune's produced album should have been like 6 years before that. Like when it was like the
When it
right
was
time
hitting.
for that shit. It
Yeah.
was just not. Kanye was it. He was kind of right. You know what I mean? It was like I know he had to kind of eat his words and be like, "Damn, yo,
Yeah.
damn, yo.
Damn, yo.
damn, yo."
So who made you want to make beats?
Oh my goodness, man. You know what's funny is if you were to tell me you have one thing that you can do for the rest of your days, rap or produce, it would easily be producing. Just easily. Number
Wow.
one. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing on this planet.
More favorite than fantasy football?
More favorite than fantasy.
More favorite than your dogs?
Oh, come on, man. That's not
Oh,
right.
man.
That's wrong.
That's not right.
not
That's
supposed to ask
that's
that.
not right. That's wrong. But who made me want to produce Tribe Called Quest, dude? Hands
Oh,
down.
that's
What album?
The first 3 albums.
Yeah,
First 3.
Q-Tip.
You were never a fan of Tribe Called Quest?
No, definitely.
I
You
was.
just I always remember having conversations with you about Tribe and Q-Tip, and you were like, not into. Oh, you hated Five Dog. You weren't into
Yeah, I'm
him.
not.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I
that's
re-
understandable. The
I
dude-
remembered about those days, like me really liking tons of East Coast shit, and like I remember liking Outkast and like liking a lot
Oh,
of shit.
fucking
that,
Outkast. What
but
am I
listen,
thinking?
I would never tell the Log Cabin because it was always like, oh fuck that trendy shit, trendy G's. I was
Trendy,
But I
trendy.
like that shit, bro. I mean, all this East Coast shit, and I remember
That was
one
the
time-
Trinity G shit to us, the Dog Pound. And
No,
like,
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but like there was like Kamal and them. They used to shit a lot on East Coast.
Yeah, it was
So I
no
would
East
just like
Coast.
get my 12 inches, like I would buy like all the singles
Oh,
and stuff
man.
and just kind of put them away and shit.
That was not me.
No, it was not.
and I remember one day I finally said like it was Players Ball. Like,
Oh,
I was
God, I
"Fuck,
love
that
that
song.
song.
Is so hard.
So
and I
good.
finally said it, and everybody was like, "No, I fuck with that. That shit's hard." And everybody was. I was like, "Oh, y'all like that too? Like, why have I been like
Hiding
keeping
it.
it on the low, bro? Like, I love that shit."
Outkast, man.
Yeah, Outkast bridge.
God, I miss them.
Andre stays in my top 3.
I miss him, dude.
I don't think he can go in anyone's top 5, but that's my thing.
You don't think
he
he
can't?
can?
No, not as a solo rapper. He's never made a solo rap album.
I'm
Like
just
Lauryn
saying-
Hill, CeeLo, and Andre are like God MCs to me that can't be in that conversation because you have to carry a whole album by yourself.
Well,
he
about
did Love
Speaker
Below.
Box and Love Below?
Yeah, because it's not a rap album. So is Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but it's not a rap album.
Well,
Wow, I
If
didn't know you
like,
put that kind
like
of
you've
rule
been in a
on
group
it.
before. Like how easy? You said what?
I didn't know there was that kind of rule on it.
No, it's
man.
not. I
Like-
just say like
Yeah, yeah.
I have a,
As you,
I have a
yeah.
show on YouTube where I do shit like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
Like,
see.
But like I don't think like you've been in a group. You've been in a group. Like
Yeah.
if all you have to do is write the best 16 out of your duo, or you just focus on one verse, how good is that? But when you have to come up with the hook, the chorus, pick the beat, and all that, like
Well, I think an
as a
argument
solo
can be
MC,
made in
he-
Outkast. He did do a lot of
he
that.
can
He did
do
what?
it too.
And,
Have you watched the Dungeon Family documentary before you
Oh, I
started
love
talking
that
crazy?
documentary.
I mean, that's good. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But you don't think he's behind a lot of stuff too?
No, I think as people assume because he's brilliant, but
It
I mean,
just-
you're right. I seen. Yeah, I know.
But he is one of my top. If you ever
Me
ask me
too.
what my
yeah,
favorite rappers
for sure.
Yeah,
are,
he's their favorite rapper.
he's one of
Yeah.
the biggest
Greatest of all
influencers.
time.
Period. It was
Yeah.
it was
Absolutely.
Mike and I in the beginning, and it was next. It was Andre that
me
influenced
too.
me.
That's me
big
right
time.
there. And what do you think my third one is? Come on, you know. it.
Nas.
Come on, bro. Nas is like. That's it. That's all. No more Nas on this podcast.
Jesus Christ, we can't go a week without him mentioning Nasty
No,
Nasir.
I
you
wish-
mentioned him. I didn't mention him last time. I was just quiet about it.
I love that you love Nas.
I love that you love Nas. I don't love Nas.
I love
that you love him.
I love
That's
that you
very-
love
That's
him.
very like adult
I know.
politically correct.
That was a real adult way to say it,
I
bro.
love that you love
I love that
Nas,
you
bro.
love Nas.
Oh my
As
god.
far as I'm concerned,
Hey, I love
We'll
that
just
you
leave
love
that.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's so nice.
Wow, that's the new way. That's that new way. We're gonna start saying it that way.
I
bro.
love that you love.
Diplomatic.
I love that you love The Shining.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's a great fucking
I
horror
love
movie.
that you love Minister Society,
I don't love it,
but I don't.
But I don't.
But I don't.
but I'm gonna have to respectfully.
And you don't watch horror movies.
No.
Nah.
Not
And you don't watch horror movies
Yeah,
anymore.
you
do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What are you fucking with?
The best latest movies are probably The Conjuring are the best ones.
Oh, I've seen a couple of them. That's with the old lady that like.
It's when the two people that are not ghost hunters, but they go around
Yeah.
helping families.
Yes, yes.
Based on a true
Yeah,
couple.
yeah.
But
Those are pretty good.
they're pretty good, dude.
There was one.
when people ever say that about horror movies, I'm like, yep, definitely not.
Yeah,
That.
definitely.
Definitely
not
not
seen
seen
that
that.
one.
There was
the
one
one with
that
the
was-
demon nun that comes out of the wall. That shit's fucking fantastic.
There was one that I thought was really ill, and it was really like kind of slept on. I can't remember what it was called too, but it was one of those like found footage type. It was
Oh, yeah,
shot
yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and it was about like some girl who had a demon in her, and the guy goes to try to pull her out.
Exorciser.
And, yeah, Exorciser, and I mean I don't know. I can't. Damn, I wish I could remember the name of the movie because I don't know if you've seen it. But anyway, it ends up it's like a big cult thing, and her dad was who called was doing it.
Yes, I've seen
You know
that
what it
movie,
is.
and I
Damn
can't
it,
remember what
wanna
it is
know
either.
what it's called. Whatever, it's not good for the podcast.
People don't make
What the
original
fuck we
movies
talking
anymore.
about
Oh, I
right now?
forgot.
Sucks.
I don't want to bring up. We smoked our first joint together. Do you remember that? Was that your first joint?
Was it in the basement?
No, with the rainbow joint. Do you remember that?
No, what is that? What are you talking about?
You don't remember that?
All I know is was it the only time you ever did shrooms with me?
No, joint.
Oh, you didn't do shrooms with
Yeah,
us
we
that
did
one?
shrooms. You did shrooms in your garage.
Yes, dude. Kamal, me and you, TS, right?
Yeah.
And that was when my mom came out. We were shrooming. I think it was my first time, dude.
Yeah, I think it was all our first
Shrooming.
time.
We're out on my driveway. I don't know what we're doing, sitting, and my mom comes home, walks past us, goes inside, comes back out with some kind of fucking mask on. He goes, "Wooga-bugga-bugga-bah." I was like, "Mom, get the fuck in the house right now!"
Oh, shit.
And Merz was like, "You're cussing at your mom," and I'm like, "Fuck!" It was a freak out moment, bro.
Why
Yo.
did she do that? Just to fuck with
She
you?
knew we were high. I don't think she knew.
Oh, okay. So
And
she
like
knew.
this dude started like he did a head spin on top of a carton of milk and it went everywhere. It was like I
my
was so freaked
God,
out. They were
dude.
like, okay, well if
Oh
you
my
if you have milk, you drink milk, like that'll help like slow the DMT out of your
Yeah.
system. So I had this like carton of milk, and our whole shroom trip was we took the shrooms. They were trying to get to the store
To get orange
to
juice.
get milk. You guys were getting orange juice. I was trying to get milk.
You were trying to deaden it. We were trying to
Yeah.
liven it up.
And I remember like my stomach disappeared. Like I remember I thought the grocery store was a spaceship because we got to the thing. You know, the doors open. It was like, whoa. I think I stole something from there.
You definitely
on
stole
Shroom.
something.
I think I stole like Enter the Dragon from Bruce Lee. I boosted that.
The dragon, bro.
And I went to the fucking the frozen food section, and it was like everything said Oscar Mayer. I was like, it's a conspiracy,
Dude.
They have a monopoly. And I was just like,
that's so crazy.
it probably took us 2 hours to walk to the store,
And it was right around the corner.
We were like doing those steps.
Like, dude, just take it to the street. I have one good story about him. How he used to. You probably mentioned this on this show already. How for a long period of time you carried a golf club everywhere you went, including.
What?
You don't know? He didn't say that shit.
No, what?
I rap about it on my song Everything, but yeah.
Okay, you come to school. We was coming to school with one, and then he stayed with my mom and I. He stayed at the house for a while with us. How long was that? Who knows?
Yeah.
Like a week?
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah,
A couple weeks. He stayed with us,
With the golf club.
and he told me a story walking from the bus stop to my house in the valley, and some dude pulled up on you and just yelled some shit out the window, some racist ass shit. I'm like, what? I was so oblivious. I was like,
right.
But then I thought about it. I was like, there's no black folks in this neighborhood at all.
So no wonder.
And he's like, that's why I have this fucking golf club. And
So
I was like,
you were strapped.
you were strapped with a
I
golf
couldn't
club.
afford a gun, and like there's motherfuckers trying to kill me in my neighborhood. And I go here, like it was
Golf
fucking
club.
stressful shit. When we got to the Bay, I was so happy. I was freaked out,
Yeah.
man. Walking through East Oakland, and everybody was so chill. I was like, man, you have no idea the amount of stress. Yeah, I caught. But then Eli's mom is at a fucking table with Brother Ali at my wedding, my first wedding, and she goes, yeah, Nick used to carry this golf club around. Like, there's shit I forget. This guy's like, yo, I did cocaine, then you choked me. My ex-wife and I were meeting like my old like youth pastor that like helped counsel me and my mom when we were leaving my stepdad in this abusive relationship and everything. And so he sees me, and like I used to have to go for anger management and like issues with violence, and like he sees me and my ex-wife, and I'm like a vegan, and like I'm not drinking, and like
yeah.
And he goes, "What's up, Nick? When's the last time you socked somebody in the face?" I'm like, bro. And my wife looked at me like, what? My ex-wife
Who are you? Who are you?
I can never escape. Like,
That's hilarious.
I have a serious problem with violence, man. I'm sorry that I was carrying a golf club at your house, man.
No, you were trying to protect yourself, man.
And then one of my big homies told me like, but what happens when someone takes that from you?
Yes.
Then you get hit with
Then
it.
you run.
Yeah.
You run.
I was like,
One of two situations. You get hit or you run.
But they were always like at thrift shops. There's always a
Golf
thing
clubs.
of old golf clubs they sell for like $2, and I would lose one because like if the
You
police
lose
run
one,
up
just
on
get
you, you have
it.
to ditch it. I got to throw it. Like so, I would always just buy a new one, like a 5-iron most likely, and like you could use it like a cane.
Yeah, just walking with a
But I got
fucking
it from
golf
old
club.
people in my neighborhood. They do it for stray dogs. Like old people,
Oh,
you ever see old people
swat
walking?
them
They'll
away.
walk. Yeah, they'll walk. with
Yeah,
the dog.
Get out of here.
I used to get like fucking harassed by so many fucking assholes,
Yeah.
like wannabe ass Crips and like Bloods. And,
Gotta give him the 5-iron.
no, niggas see me and be like, "Oh, cuz it's crazy."
Yeah, they think you were
Like
crazy.
same thing. Like it never struck me as like it never came out crazy to me. It was just like necessary. Like I can't afford a gun.
And folks would be like, this motherfucker
Leave
got
that
it.
crazy nigga
Motherfucker
alone.
got a
Yeah,
5-iron.
dude, he's got a golf
You got
club.
a 9-iron,
Like they
son?
ran up on me one day. I was like, and I told him I was like, I'm gonna hit one of you motherfuckers at. And I was like, and then when somebody sees the eyeball pop out, it's gonna be a whole different story. So I was like, what's up, cuz? Like, what's good? And they're like, hey, like,
With a golf club
Right,
and a
yeah,
cop.
this motherfucker's crazy.
I was like,
We
I'm gonna
said.
hit one of y'all, like, and it, so it could
Whatever
be you, it
happens
could be
after
you,
that.
but
Either
I
one of
picked
you.
it, I was like, somebody's about to get this shit.
Shit.
Don't want to get hit with
that
that.
And
golf
then
club.
whenever,
Tiger
like, when you think
Woods.
about, if someone said that to me,
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
Yeah.
Woo. Tiger Woo. Tiger Woo. He was so good in that
Oh,
movie.
man.
I did.
Jeffrey
hey,
Wright.
I watched one episode of fucking
Westworld? You on Westworld?
Oh, I loved it. Watched the whole shit.
I haven't.
It's great.
I just watched the first episode, season 1.
Oh man, you got that's
got
a
a
lot of
journey.
shit going on.
You got to really
Half
take
the
it
time
in.
I don't know what the fuck's
I
happening.
know, bro. I
but I
honestly
still like
listen
it.
to like 2 podcasts about Westworld. So every episode I listen to the.
So maybe
check
that can
out
help you break
Down,
up
bro.
your thing. Like when you step away from something, step away from fantasy football for an hour to listen to the Westworld podcast, and then your mind will be free, and then you can come back to fantasy and be like, because when you inundate yourself with something, you need a break. You know.
I'm just on HBO. HBO just serves them up.
But
Just,
what about
Yeah, they
Showtime, man?
they're coming
Like
with
the
some.
Ali G shit. I
haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. I didn't even know it was him when I first saw it. I was
I'm
like,
still
this
getting
is
to
like
Ray
Ali G.
Donovan. That shit's good.
Oh, I love Ray Donovan.
That shit's
Ray
great.
Donovan was great. There's a new show with Jim Carrey coming out.
I seen that. I mean, I seen
Looked
the billboard for
fucking. It reminded me of Eternal Sunshine, Spotless Mind vibe.
That was
But
beautiful.
Is he like? Did he get Super Woke Award of the Year?
I'm telling you,
Is
bro.
he most woke
He's
man in
extra
Hollywood?
woke, bro. I
He's
think he
extra.
levitates now. I think
Is he the most
float.
woke dude in the world right now?
He might be pretty fucking woke, dude.
He's like
He's
extra memed out on the woke tip, bro. There's all kinds of
He's
memes.
looking
and shit.
looking like me.
He's got a big-ass beard.
I know, bro. You're right.
Have you seen that show called Comedians in Cars with Coffee or
I haven't
something?
seen that
I've
yet.
seen a couple.
It's Jerry
episodes.
Seinfeld with just
Yeah.
all his
Yeah.
favorite. It's so good. It's
It
so
is?
good. I love it. Jerry Seinfeld is great, man.
I never liked Seinfeld. I never
Oh, but
got
you would.
That's why I looked at you. I was like, Jerry Seinfeld's great. I go,
Dude, you gotta.
let's
Fucking
see.
troll.
I was waiting for fuck Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, you should watch it. Give it a chance. He has Jim Carrey on there,
Okay.
and Jim Carrey he's wild. He was when he did this thing with Jerry Seinfeld. He was on like a month cleanse where he's just drinking water, and he's like, I'm just drinking water right now, and it's just like Jim Carrey is
That sounds-
fucking wild.
Yeah, he
Man,
goes in,
I tried
bro.
to go on a water diet, and my doctor
That's
I went to get
hard.
a physical, and the doctor was I
A
pissed.
water
me.
diet's called
He's
a
like, "What are
fast.
you doing?"
Not eating.
He's like, you just pissed out pure vitamins. Like, he's like, are you vegan? He's like, yeah. He's like, do you drink? I was like, no. He's like, are you smoking? I was like, no. He's like, why are you fasting? He's like, you're just pissed. He's like, you have no waste. He's like, you're pissing out like vital
You have
shit.
no waste.
Hey, pissing out your
At
vitals.
all.
He's like, look,
It's
he's like,
all
like he got
goodness.
like he's like when he got the test back, he was like, what? Like he's expecting to see like an STD or like whatever. the fuck. He was like,
This piss is glorious.
yeah, he's just,
Oh,
I feel so fucking glorious. I feel so fucking glorious.
listen to the first song,
Doctor,
Anarchy.
there's only 4 years left.
there's only 5 years left. There's
I hope
only.
he starts a new countdown or something, man.
I know. What's he
it's,
gonna count
it's
down
not
to?
over. It
You know
came
what I
back.
need to have? I need a J Electronica Busta Rhymes song.
Ooh.
I feel like those are two polar opposite songs.
Yeah,
but
because he'd be like so mellow.
yeah, but it will work to me.
Mellow
Hey, yo,
man.
I wanted to ask you something about your production going back. How many songs on your new album did you produce?
There's 18 tracks. I did 16.
I love it. So you had one evidence track, and what's the other one?
No, Ever just raps on it. I produced that beat.
You made that beat?
Yeah.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I thought Ev made
I
that.
had I had my boy Alam Khan, who's like in this group Grand Tapestry with me.
Yeah.
He made a song called Truly Okay. He produced that one, and then DJ Fresh. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
Pain on the
of
Break.
course. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about that when he was here.
DJ
Yeah.
Fresh, my man.
After I saw you at the F show, I went and listened to your record. It's really good.
Thanks,
man.
brother. Thank you, man.
That mix too, boy.
Dude, the mix. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so crazy, dude. I put 2 years into that album, put it out. It's a month and a half ago. It's over. It's done. What's next?
Yeah, people don't.
That's how it
I mean,
is,
but
man.
you know, we put out music and people will be discovering it forever, hopefully.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's not gone.
No.
But it's
Look
like
at this guy. He's bright sided, and I love this. I need to
Just
hear
drop
it.
Yeah,
another video,
dude,
bro. You need some more visuals. You need more visuals. yo.
we've always had a high output. I think you've
Yeah,
had a
for
high
sure.
output.
Yeah.
I definitely have an high output. It's because, dude, it's the biggest blessing I have. The fire is still so hot for me. It's like I fiend to go in the studio still.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, I put out an album, I tour. I'm kind of leave the studio alone for a second, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden, I'm just like, I need to be in there, and then it just starts coming. It's because I love it so much. It never went away. Since we were fucking 14,
Yeah.
I loved it.
I mean, yeah.
That
Yeah,
has
people
not
say
gone
that,
away.
Like not going like writer's block. Like even at like last year was the worst time in my life, and then the label's like, if you can do an album, I was like, I could fucking.
Just
Yeah,
spill it out,
that's what we
whatever.
do.
Just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite albums of yours, to be
that's
honest.
great.
Yeah.
It's a great
Appreciate
album.
You know, we follow each other over the years,
Yeah.
and some would say, you know, somebody so long, you be jaded by their shit. Like, oh yeah, it's my boy, yeah, whatever. You know, but I still listen to some of our friends' stuff, and I'm truly impressed still.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Grouch puts out music, and I'm still like, this is dope, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. And so for that last album, I was like, this is good. This is a good Murs album right here.
Thank you, man.
So,
Yeah.
but I say all that to say, like, okay, yeah, there's no more hype happening around it or whatever. It's just on to the next, man. What's next?
Yeah, that
You
mess
gotta have a high output nowadays.
What's
Yeah.
next? What's next? What's NXET?
What's next?
What's next? Grand Tapestry, another Grand Tapestry album.
Oh, dope.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard it.
Yeah.
Jay, you heard it before?
Yeah, yeah.
You heard it?
it's great.
And then G&E's coming up, the Pipe, Grouch and Eligh album.
Say G.
I love the flyer for your guys' tour right now too, with all the OTNC.
Oh yeah, dude. And we had the OG guy drew that shit.
The real guy.
The
drew
real
that?
dude.
No wonder it looks so official.
Dude,
bro.
that's why we did it. But the guy has his own company now. Thriller Gorilla and all that.
Yeah.
He fucking invented that. He drew that.
Yeah, that's
So that was
dope.
pretty sick.
That shit is sick as fuck.
But some people I love how some people are like, oh yeah, from that old school video game. I'm like, it wasn't a video game first.
know.
First it was
It was
t-shirts.
TNC.
Oh, it just got really quiet.
I know. Shit, we probably should have turned that.
You should have turned that off.
The AC's on every week though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Okay.
is.
Okay.
That's
That
true.
just means we stayed here longer than we.
Yeah, we
should.
stayed here longer
How
than-
long we at?
Dude, I knew this would happen.
We at hour
guys.
33.
Oh,
hour
man,
30. This
why
is the
not just
longest
I'm
go
one.
sorry.
Why not just go 2
Well,
hours?
Hopefully
Hey.
we
Or
got
have
that
to make
much.
this 2 hours.
Joe Rogan be having 3.5
Joe
hour
Rogan goes
fucking
3. I
podcast.
think we
Y'all
need
know
to
how
go.
I feel about Joe Rogan.
That's why we need to go 3. We need to beat Joe Rogan, bro.
We need
You know what
to
I'm
beat
saying?
Joe Rogan's ass. Period.
Well,
not
first
gonna
we got to
happen.
start by beating his link.
Now Joe Rogan's gonna think when I see him, I'm gonna run up on him. It's not
He-
like that.
He's going to be
Joe
ready
Rogan.
now. He's going to be
I
ready
know.
for you because
He'll-
he definitely
He's
listens
got
to
a
this
hell of a
podcast.
kick, dude. He will just kick you
Oh
in the
my
head
God.
and you'll be
You seen
over.
that video of
Dude,
him kicking that bag, dude?
He can break shit with his feet,
That
the
motherfucker.
legs.
Man, I went to I was super into UFC for a while. And I still like the fighting. I just don't agree with how Dana White treats the fighters and pays. And that's another thing too. Is like, how can he say anything and be righteous when Dana's fucking these kids out of so much money? You know, like you work for one of the most tyrannical, evil pieces
Joe
of
Rogan
shit.
worked for Dana White?
Yeah,
Well, he's a commentator
on UFC.
He's a commentator on UFC.
He stands by where he
true.
pimps these people, and this motherfucker funnels money into Donald Trump, and then he wants to get on his podcast and say shit like that's not righteous. But anyway,
Oh my God, he's wrong.
I was super into that, but I was into like even when it was at Pride fighting in Japan, and Vanderlei
Yeah.
Silva was my fucking favorite.
Oh, he was
dude.
the man,
And he
bro.
opened up a shoot box on Melrose, and me and Terry,
Yeah.
our friend, went. Yo, I was in there, and I could fight. You know what I mean? So like, we were in there, we're doing hands. They're like, damn, because I could, also have stamina. Like, so, we've always like tried to stay fit, like so I could run. Like I have stamina, and I was throwing punches at the bag, and they're like holding up their hands, like, damn, like you could punch hard for a long time. I was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then, like they set you, like they paired me off from Terry. I was like, I wanted to stay with Terry, and then they paired because this was our first day in class, and they paired me off with some Korean kid, and I was like, fuck. And they're like, all right, just go hands. And like we were boxing, like for real sparring. I was like, pop, pop. I was tagging. I was like, oh shit. I was like, you guys do this shit every day. I was like, cuz, like pop, 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 pop. And then it's like, okay, we're only doing punches today, but let's do kicks for 30 seconds. I looked up.
It's like, oh,
I was done. I was like, yo, that
One
motherfucker
kick.
just kicked me before I could even think about punching. Because I had confidence in that, but I was tearing
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
up. I was like, oh, okay, pop, pop.
Just one
And like
kick.
he was swinging, like, I was ducking,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I was like, you boxed? I was like, uh-oh, pop, 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 pop. And then he's like, all right, kick it for 30 seconds. Pop. Half a second into it, I was gone.
He's like, pop.
Who kicked me?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
yeah.
Who did
which one
that?
of you?
Which one of you motherfuckers kicked me in the
Who
head?
kicked me?
Yeah. Like Chris, I really felt like Chris Tucker in
Tucker,
fucking
yeah.
Rush Hour. Yeah.
Which one of
Which one of y'all motherfuckers kicked me right
Black,
now?
y'all do that all the time. Most black dudes, like you can do a black dude cool, like knock 10 dudes out. You get some motherfucker that can kick.
Oh, dude.
It changes the game completely. You don't even know to look down. I was like, where am I supposed to look? Like, how does when I can see
If you
somebody's
look
body,
down,
and I can
it'll-
read their eyes and their head, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
punches. How can you read that in a kick?
Especially
I mean,
when
they
they
do.
spin.
I know they do. It's
They
just-
do,
it's
but that's
whole
a
nother
high.
thing.
Yeah, that's a whole other skill set.
So yeah, like I'm not squaring up with you, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe.
Respect,
Joe.
dude.
But
Respect.
fuck you.
Oh,
It's
my
all right,
God.
man.
I know. Hey, Joe Rogan, I love that you love yourself.
There you
I
go.
love that you love your
There you
podcast,
go.
Joe Rogan. I'm gonna respectfully not love it.
And I
respectfully
respectfully
decline.
about Dana White Trump just talking shit, but it's that time of night, man.
Well,
Yeah, man.
who knows?
Shit happens.
I think it's true.
You do?
You know who Brendan Schaub is?
No, who's that?
He is an ex-fighter and he talks mad shit.
Like I said, I don't know if it's true because I don't know. Like no one knows the truth.
Yeah,
From what
I mean,
I
who
hear from
knows?
other fighters.
Yeah, but
from what I
some
hear
of
from
these
people-
fighters are getting rich too.
Who?
Conor McGregor,
Oh,
freaking
that guy.
Yeah. Does he have an easy life? Like who's living a comfortable life post UFC?
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's
that's a
not-
good point.
Like you know what I mean? Like where is the? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like where's
Where's
the
the
success
love,
story?
man? Where's the love?
Like what's the dude's name? What's the big dude's name? He might just love fighting.
Brock Lesnar?
No, the other dude. Like there's a.
He's
I
still
love Brock
trying to
Lesnar.
come
That's
back,
the last.
bro.
That's the
He's
last.
still trying to
What
come
if he's
back.
still
yo.
trying to come back?
He's a wrestling
He beats
now.
people's ass and leaves.
I know, but he's coming
Leaves.
back again. Is what
That
I'm
was the one.
saying.
That was the one I fucking.
When
went to.
Frank Mir beat him, though, I was kind of hype off that.
Really, I was happy when he fucking beat the shit out of Shane Corrin. I was there.
He whooped
I bought 4
everybody
seats.
after
I was
that,
like-
Oh, wow, you
including
saw
Frank Mir. He
Oh,
whooped
man.
his ass.
I was
He
there
whooped their
because the
ass.
fucking he got Shane Corrin handed him his ass the first round. I had paid like I think $1,500. I took my homeboy Dustin.
Whoa.
Cause we rap about Life Vegas.
Motherfucker don't play.
No, were you in the front?
No, I learned because getting floor seats to WrestleMania. If you don't get the first row, everybody stands up and you're doing this
Can't
the whole
see
time. So you get the seat, like the one like right above the floor. First row,
So people can stand
on the
up.
regular, like.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
boom, like
can see
floor
perfect.
level, but right above the floor is like I figured that out. Buying
Perfect.
floors got
You
splurged
don't
on the
have to
floor at
stand
WrestleMania,
up no
and I
more.
don't have to stand up, and I saw over everybody.
Ah.
But then I was so close, like Undertaker was there, Stone Cold was there, and they're in his
Damn.
corner, and they were like, because it's like he's representing them, he's representing wrestling, and everybody thinks wrestling is fake. They're like, motherfucker, if you don't get back in there and beat the shit out of this motherfucker, like they're yelling
damn.
over his coaches at him, and Brock got up the second round and tore that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
I was screaming. I bet $1,500 on Brock to win. I paid $1,500 for my ticket. I was like,
You doubled up.
oh,
Yeah,
dude.
you definitely did.
So I was like screaming because I wanted Brock to win anyway. Like that's my man crush.
How
Like,
fun was that?
Oh man, it was great. And now I was like, I'm done with UFC now. Like I don't need to.
You're
I don't
good.
need to support them.
That was a while ago.
But then when Cyborg started fighting, I really got into her.
She's
And so I bought one
yeah.
thing, and then someone told me like, don't you know Dana White's into Trump? And I was like, oh, come
That
on.
sucks.
Oh,
dude.
He says,
man.
and then I get on, I Google it, and I'm like, I start reading these quotes. Like,
But you know
he's
the
a great
McMahons
guy.
are too, right?
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching WWE.
Oh, okay.
And the NFL, like, I have so much free time now. Like,
You should be
Damn.
way up on Westwood by now, bro.
Man, now I'm like,
Hey,
writing.
but hey, regardless of WWE, man, hey, rest in peace, bro. Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
This is a little
bro.
late, but
Why is it late?
Because we didn't say it on the other podcast.
It doesn't matter, bro. We're talking about wrestling right now.
R.I.P.
I just want to
R.I.P.
remember him one more time, bro.
Yes, and who's Scotty Too Hotty passed away. There's been a couple legends.
A
Lot
lot
of
of
guys
legends have been
passing
dying
away.
lately. Honestly, them wrestling
Not just
legends
wrestling
been dropping.
either.
Grandmaster Sex say, for Scotty Too Hotty. I don't want to put that on. I'm sorry. Thank you, Muds. Who else? Who's the other guy that he died the same day as?
Oh, Nikolai Volkov? No,
Nikolai
Yeah,
Volkov.
Nikolai
No, there was
Volkov.
another. There's two. Yeah, was that? No, that was.
rest in peace.
Damn, man.
A lot of them
Also,
been
we're just
dropping,
getting
bro.
older. Also,
Yeah, well, those are like a few generations back. That's WWF dudes. That's like really.
That was when we were kids, really enjoying wrestling.
really, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you were young enough to like believe it was real.